Good morning. We got start the day off with a moose and a dog. Then I got one for you and Leslie. Man, you guys ain't getting a break, are you? Too bad it's in skinny screen. Pretty good. It happened to me in the Bitterroot. My dog fucking going ballistic. It was a lot of Christmas trees, and the road had a V in it, and she was on the other side going fucking nuts. Come around the corner, it's a mama moose with a baby. I'm like, we're gonna end up dead. We didn't. That was a big moose too. All right, let's go see what's going on in your world. We got
What's this? Of course, I left the chopstick in my pocket. Well, while we're at it, let's just go ahead and the flavor is called sparkling apple cider. And now we're trying.
we got
It has to be holiday. Now let's just go ahead and choose.
let me just go check. Leslie sent me a video from Instagram about the flooding, but it was so small I couldn't even play it. Go check on her. Yes, she is. You didn't learn about it yet? Hey, don't get up on that bed. Down. Good girl. You dry off in a little bit. Pouring rain. All that snow is gone. This is unbelievable. Hold on. All right. This is fucking crazy. Oh, it's but I think it's gonna. I think it's 48 degrees right now, raining. I think it's gonna get rid of the snow on all the snow and ice. So I don't think I'll be dealing with ice. Look at this shit up your way. 142 mile an hour, Leslie 138, Boise 115, 107 in Nevada, 120, 124 MJ, 127 mile an hour. Holy shit. 105 in California. Maybe we'll see Sister Golden here, see what she's got going on. That's fucking crazy.
Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Thursday, December 18th, 10 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. As the magnetosphere breaks down, record-breaking Cat 4 hurricane winds across the west. A lot to talk about. Buckle up, Buttercup, and keep
And
calm.
you ain't seeing none of this
It's
shit?
time. Atmospheric rivers will spread flood threats to Oregon, California after soaking Washington state as predicted. After record flooding in Washington state, then widespread western windstorm, more atmospheric rivers are targeting different parts of the West. And the full forecast is coming up. Here
Damn.
is snow and rain through
Look
Monday.
at the
You
snow.
can see some areas picking up to 2 feet of snow. Ho, ho, ho. And lots of rain. It's insane. What we know so far about the flooding damage in Whatcom and Skagit, around 800 homes, businesses have sought support from Whatcom Long-Term Recovery Group. And well, you can see from the pictures here that it's not looking so good. Hearts, thoughts, and prayers to all those affected in the Pacific Northwest with these record-breaking weather events. Oregon rain could bring one of the biggest flood events in decades. The atmospheric river hitting Oregon today could bring flooding to upwards of 16 different rivers and creeks across the state in what could become one of the biggest flood events in the past decade, according to meteorologists. We're going to keep a close eye on that. As the atmospheric river moves east, winter weather advisories issued for 25 Michigan counties with flash freeze and snow in the forecast. And if you haven't heard, record-breaking snows in Wyoming yesterday, 144 mile per hour observed winds.
Jesus
And that's
Christ.
not
Good morning.
over a half a dozen states with winds exceeding 100 miles per hour. How do you like them apples? Grand solar minimum much? Well, this mostly has to do with the weakening magnetosphere.
You
and the
know,
breakdown of protection.
I don't know if you
We
got
will
my email last night. You messaged me on Instagram. And when I opened it up, it was just a little tiny fucking window. Can you go find that video and email it to me? If it can, I couldn't figure out how to make it any bigger. I was going to show that. That is crazy, man. How's the winds? That's fucking crazy.
increased hail and increased winds, and we're getting both of them in just the last few years. And with those high winds, we would see power outages. There were over 500,000 yesterday. We didn't do an update because we were quite busy with the holiday season. I apologize. We will be taking some breaks as we move through the new year. And we can still see there is quite a significant amount of power outages across the U.S.
What a shitty
Almost
map that
40,000
is,
in
man.
Oregon, 37,000 plus in Washington, 21,000 plus in
I
Alabama.
don't know what happened.
Tornado HQ reveals why those Alabama outages are happening. We've got some severe weather warnings and watches out there. Alabama and Tennessee, just a few minutes ago, DeKalb County, Jackson, Madison, Marshall, Morgan, Franklin, and Lincoln. Severe thunderstorm watch is underway as this front moves east overnight. And we've got more pummeling in the Pacific Northwest, some lingering moisture for the East Coast, and a white Christmas for many. And now the full forecast. We are...
I got 48 degrees. It was pouring rain, woke me up.
Peacemaker and defiant.
What's this, a movie?
Beautiful. Together with like-minded leaders, we have a voice. Is it safe?
Yes,
So here it is. Hi, Mr. President. Congratulations.
Did you watch it?
I did not. Yeah, I will see it on the news.
A movie of my. Are you fucking kidding me? Hava Nagila, motherfuckers, for sure. I can't believe that one. Kendall
We are
Flores.
tracking two storms, strong storms crossing the
House
U.S. currently.
flooding.
The storm, which
Front
brought high
back
winds,
door.
high weather, and blizzard conditions to the central U.S. through Thursday, will shift to the Great Lakes and Northeast Friday.
Still
With
dark
gusty
there.
winds and rain changing to snow showers. Another strong storm will cross the northwest U.S.
Well, I was
Friday
worried we
with
were
heavy
just going to
mountain
get
snow
some
and
rain
gusty
and
high
saturate
winds.
the snow,
Winter storm
but
watches and warnings are up
the
for the northern
snow's
tier.
getting down to the
Blizzard
ground,
warnings
so
for Iowa and Minnesota.
it won't be as
Minnesota,
bad as a nice
yeah,
situation
but
here.
it's true. That's happening now. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. Al Gore is not happy with Christmas forecast. Here is the current GFS
Like
model
this.
taking us through Christmas Day. And
I
you
can sing
see,
your buddies.
well, the Northeast and the Central Plains will be in a white Christmas, as well as the Rockies and the West.
I don't see how I'm going to be white Christmas.
A quick look at the total accumulated precipitation as we move our way through
Damn.
towards Christmas Eve shows that flooding potential for the West, the Pacific Northwest, and Northern California.
Jesus
As well as
Christ. Wonder what
heavy
Sis's
snow.
doing.
Ho, ho, ho.
Maybe she'll show up today.
Seismic update. The West is still rumbling. Normal
Yeah,
activity.
we don't really care about that. Ain't much you can do about that.
Satellites re-entering. Yeah, a catastrophe indeed.
Oh, let's
And
go
a new
see
paper
that.
coming. And the 3-day geomagnetic forecast is all quiet. Flaring has dropped into the B range, and it's embarrassing. KP is dropping down towards zero once again, which means our shields are down, and the next Carrington event would hit a very different world. Yes, a technological one. New calculations show a major solar storm could trigger a cascading failure across GPS, communications, navigations, triggering the Kessler syndrome and all of the low Earth orbit satellites re-entering. Yeah,
No
catastrophe
fucking
indeed.
way.
And a new paper coming out.
Elon Musk, is shit gonna fall out of the sky?
Get Ancestry DNA for only $20.
Maybe it'll all land in Israel. That'd be cool.
December 10th.
Did
See
you
if we
fix
can-
your
no,
fuse?
I'm not going to get into the screen. I apologize. An orbital house of cards, frequent mega constellation, close conjunctions. Well, it's reporting that get very bad very quickly, just like we've been reporting on this channel.
Well, you still
which
got
I
powers.
created
Check your
These
fuse.
2 free educational ebooks for you to download and to share with anyone you want. The first is very inclusive, Cosmic Countdown, the urgent guide to surviving the universe's next catastrophe, absolutely free.
Yeah,
9
well,
chapters, 81 sections.
if you need the thing, you need the thing,
and a
you know what I mean?
comprehensive break.
Sometimes
actual
you gotta
threats
stop.
that are
I don't
on
think
us,
it'd take you more than a
you
few
can do
minutes.
to mitigate them, including
Tough day ahead,
prepping
yep.
for geomagnetic storms naturally, building resilience, strengthening your body, nutrition and diet, herbal natural remedies, ground.
All right. I got I can't show you that one because that one would be, that's the one you sent me on Instagram and I couldn't open it up. The singing dog was really cool. No, I don't have that one. It's all good. But What we got here? No.
Hello, people of the world of the internet
Leslie
watching videos
did.
that have to do.
I can't figure that fucking thing out. Like, she sends me this real good video of the flooding there. I mean, houses washing down, rivers. And I couldn't make it big. I couldn't make it bigger. But when she sends me just a video out of Instagram, I can see it. It looked really fucking bad, man. And I'm sure it's bad up your way.
My 1990 Honda CRX SI Restoration Series, which will soon be powered by this EG6 SIR2 spec V16A engine. If you're new here or you missed out on the previous video on this project, up above my head is either conveniently a link to get you caught up, or it could be gray hairs because I'm rapidly approaching the age of death. That might look like enormous T-tops, but what it is a second hatchback for the car. As you may recall, mine had some questionable bodywork done on it. It no longer has a factory Honda rear glass, and the back weather stripping is destroyed. Now this one has genuine Honda glass, intact weather stripping, and overall appears to be in better condition than mine was.
Yeah, did you get my
Like many parts on this car,
we can
both
watch
rear
that.
hatch glasses as well as their weather stripping has been long discontinued. So by buying an entire second hatch in perfect condition, I double my chances of success after I go to reassemble this. So you see that right there, the gray line? That is primer overspray. You can see it right here, and then it stops. Down inside here, you can see some body filler coming through some drill holes, which is old school body working techniques where they would drill out holes and use a slide hammer to pull out dents, which is actually a good sign. That means that back glass has been out before, and it is possible to do so. In order to do a quality paint job on this door, I have to, you can see all that overspray that's on here from the previous paint job. I'd rather break the plastic than tear the rubber, because that's how you get extra baby robots. There we go. No tears. Are you ready?
Don't miss the most fantastically entertaining movie of the season. Based on a true story. Hugh Jackman. We're sold out. Kate Hudson. Songs on Blue.
crazy wind and rain there?
I gotta consult my TO here. Inner sash, outer sash, two sash. Got it. I have new ones of these, so it doesn't matter if I break them. I'd say it doesn't matter if I break them, but let's be honest, I don't want to break anything for this car. That's saturated, so it doesn't scratch. Not broken, but it had glue on it. Oh, it's just dirt. That's disgusting. Tech data says to pry this upward. Ah, I see how the clips are held in. In order for success, approximate appropriate amount of interpolating is required. 4 out of 6 survived. I have more of them, so it doesn't matter if I break any, but that's not bad. If you don't have one of these hammer screwdrivers, you're missing out. This is seriously one of the best tools ever. There you go. There's all kinds of clear coat overspray coming out of there. That looks like crap every time you open the door to get in and out of the car.
Well, we hope you're doing good.
Got it. The trick is just spraying a ton of my OE clean on those plastic clips, and then they just pivot out of the way and the metal rod comes out without breaking them. Obviously, it doesn't need to be my brand of interior detail cleaner, but that is what pays the bills around here, so if you want to use it, just saying. If you're curious as to the cost to restore a car to this level, let me know, and maybe I'll start including that stuff in these videos as well. Lock cylinder, the lock cylinder is so easy to take out in this car. Oh, I love it. I'm marking the glass mounting bolt location where the glass sits into the little cups. That way, when I go to reinstall it, I don't have any issues with water ingressing around the weather stripping. How does this come out? like that. Oh, it had tinted windows. See my little squiggly? I might not need it, but just in case it'll help me line this up perfectly. Like many
what I
Japanese cars
need.
of the 80s and 90s, the second generation Honda CRX was available with some features that we do
Toyota's
not get here in
about
North America,
10-inch
mainly
long
power
steel
windows. Now, I am
that
not going to
snaps
convert
onto
this
the
to
glass, and I
Japanese
couldn't
spec
get them.
windows, but I will be rebuilding these window
Fucking
regulators.
Safelite
whilst I have
wanted
the door assembly apart. The next
$375
piece I have to remove is long discontinued.
for
There are almost none of them
the rear
in
glass
existence
in the
in perfect shape
2000
still, although I
Toyota
did purchase
Corolla
one. I got really lucky.
because
So
they
if I break
rot
this,
out.
I have another, but because this is such a rare part, I don't want to break it. Just this one little piece of plastic right here, the door sash, I was able to find one and bought it, but it was $400 for one used piece of plastic. I don't want to get it hot so it discolors. I just need to get it warm. There's 3 clips in the center. I want to try to lubricate them. Oh, I just got it in my mouth.
Oh man.
I can pull this door track out. So if you look inside here, there are 3 clips, and then there's like a hoop that goes around each one. Well, when you pull these off, those all snap and break. But because I pulled off that inner rail, you can see it all now. You know, a little bit warm.
Oh, Five Guys is advertising. This is brand new. I don't know if you got Five Guys there. They basically stole their shit from In-N-Out Burger. Maybe the same company. Used to be good. Last time Buddy and I went down there for a burger and fried, the burger sucked.
That one out.
It's like,
Someone's
what
already
the fuck
tried
are you
frying
using,
this off once
Walmart meat?
before. Oh man, my flashlight died right when I need it. Okay, got that clip out.
She's pretty smart,
Got
man.
it. 100% intact. That's all 3 clips removed without breaking.
Although she does have the service manual for it.
I got that
Not taking anything
saturated
from
now.
her.
Again, this is probably not likely that I'm going to be able to do this, but at least I'm trying my best. I want to find exactly where that clip is, try to support it from both sides, wiggle it. Well, I heard something pop up there, and I didn't put much force, so this might have been removed before, and it might be glued. I'm going to soak the hell out of it. Okay, it either broke or it popped, one or the other. It's out! It did not break. All right, we got one. I'm just going to wiggle. Oh, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So you can see my method would have worked probably on the last one, but it flew up in the air, so I wasn't able to save that one. But I got all the side pieces unbroken and those 2 front ones unbroken. And I got that piece 100% intact out of there, so that could be nitrogen plastic welded back on. Now that is a
Nitrogen
as much as
plastic
possible.
welded. Never heard of it.
So the guy I've used in the past to pull glass on vehicles is now retired. So I called up a new shop. This is going to be the first time using them, and they're on their way right now to pull the glass in the CRX. And just like that, magic. He's already got one of them out, and that's the genuine Honda one. So major win. This is not glass. Cue the Chemical Brothers music. Painter's plastic paint remover. Not sponsored. Got a mask on because this stuff's gnarly. I'm gonna put it on super thick. Oh, it's already working. I'll put this plastic over it. The debate of which is faster, paint stripper versus mechanically sanding all the paint to bare metal on a vehicle, is debatable. I really can't tell you which way is faster, but I can tell you which way burned your nose more. Well, let's see if this worked. Oh, it did. That worked really good. Absolutely the secret to making this stuff work, though, is wrapping it in plastic as fast as possible. Once this stuff dries out, it's effectively useless. Also, where you can easily go wrong with paint stripper is getting it near the edges or any creases where you won't be able to fully clean it out after, and can cause a potential future paint job to fail if not done properly. It's the following day. Before I get back to work, I bought a robot buddy. This is a glorified shop vac. It removes 99.99% of dust particles from the air when doing paint and body work. This is not sponsored, and nothing costs more money than this video will probably even make, but your lungs, you only get one set of them. So a little bit of homemade ingenuity here to cobble us together. Not saying this will work as good as it could, but hey, it sounds like it's gonna work. We're gonna kick things up a notch here. Time to get spicy. The infamous whistle biscuit. Hands down, this is by far my favorite method for removing paint. It makes a mess, however, it's safe on the metal, but comes with a downside that they're consumable, don't last long, and very expensive. No, that's not the answer. This works amazing at stripping panels down to bare metal fast, but it comes with a side effect. It will quickly cover this entire shop and all the vehicles in it in dust. And that's not what this machine is designed for, so it didn't help me buying it. I'm gonna tackle this outdoor so I don't ruin the inside of my shop with dust. Well, using chemical paint stripper does save you some time up front. You inevitably have to go back to mechanical stripping to get the remainder of the paint left over from the stripper. The extra effort you put forth in the quality of the bodywork at this stage will make a massive difference for the final product. I'm half tempted to push the car outside to get the rear quarters, but I'm afraid that when I hit the lip, it's gonna fall off the skate. What did they do with the expanding foam inside this door? Take this door apart. My grinder is really noisy, so I'm giving my ears a break. I don't want this thing to shoot off and hit me in the eyeball. Pop this off. Door handle is free. I was able to pull this off once in this video. I don't know if it'll do it twice. What in the half-ass chewed robot bubble gum is going on with this? Someone literally double bubbled these clips in place because they broke it. Pull this rubber. This has been off before. That's got a broken tab already. That is definitely broken already. I'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. You see the giant blobs of glue that's around here. Someone has already taken this off and broken it at one point in time. Which doesn't matter, because I got a brand new one of these for this side. Look at that, missing screws and everything. What the hell?
Okta secures AI, so you'll feel good turning it loose to do its job, knowing the right controls are...
If you haven't noticed, this is time consuming, and it's another day. But I acquired some help today because I need to get this knocked out on the same video. All right. Oh, I gotta take off this thing still. I totally forgot how I took this thing out. I know it wasn't easy. I really hope this doesn't start rolling. This is what I didn't do the first time. I did slice the butyl because I didn't know there was any back here. So hopefully it comes out easier now that I know. I gotta refill my bottle here soon. The clips that hold it in are huge. They made those things almost impossible to remove, but there's no reason to do that. That's just crazy. I don't think this car was ever meant to be taken apart this far. Will you come out the rest of the way? Wow, see? Got little plastic threads. That was a nightmare, but it's done. Stuff like this just requires patience. It's not hard, just patience. Look at that, it's just flaking off. It's like sunburn for our robots. Well, so much for putting this thing outdoor to keep the inside of the shop clean. I'm already starting to see some filler right here. There's some hidden body damage. There's a little rubber weather strip, not weather strip, a little rubber molding down here I forgot to remove. Yeah, it's just held on. Literally just adhesive, I think. That's amazing, there's no corrosion under there. Black eye off. This little guy right here is what attaches
The
the
80s
bumper,
Toyota
and it gets
had
your bumper panel gap just perfect. So
a chrome
I
strip
should
like
kind
that,
of
and they
probably
were
mark these so I know where they
devastating
were, but then
to
again,
the front
this has been
fender and the rear
repainted once
fender.
before, so that's probably not factory
Up
set
here anyway.
Is it held in a clips?
Oh yeah. So this.
Salt and sand would get in there, just sitting there and just sand the damn paint.
But I didn't break it. I'm gonna put light pressure on the top or the bottom. Okay, just keep that tension on it. Okay. I'm gonna move up to the top.
Oh, shit.
Give this a little bit of lube. That a little bit of lube. These screws need to get zinced. These ones got corrosion on them. Got it.
Worried about zinking her screws. This gal is amazing.
It's strong even with this respirator. Ready with the plastic? Alright. Try not to put your head above it and you won't breathe it as bad. Yeah, because it rises, I think. I don't want to accidentally hit this sanding. Okay. So here's the deal. You're probably wondering why I'm not taking this down to bare metal as well. And the stuff I'm taking down to bare metal is stuff that has been previously bodyworked and repainted by a body shop. Anything that is in the original paint and sealers from Honda, I want to leave because that was done at the factory. And a lot of times their initial e-coat, the car is dipped in it. So I don't want to strip this stuff off just to redo it because I may not be doing as good of a job as Honda did from the factory, and there's no corrosion, so there's no need to. So this is going to be my sealer essentially, since it doesn't need body working. It'll get scuffed, and then after body work's done, you'll have the final sealer, base, and clear applied on top of this original coat on the metal. I'm already kind of starting to see low spots and high spots. Same thing, as long as I don't get it in the holes. This little Nick Shift half clamshell made outdoor works great for body work. It's really nice out there. We got a little bit of peeling action going on. Yeah. Did I let it sit too long? Yeah, I let it sit way too long. I thought letting it sit longer would help. I let it sit like an hour. Take a look at this. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's what I wanted to see right there. That was the perfect amount of time. So this sat for about 30 minutes. That's weird. This has no primer. So this thing has definitely had questionable body work and paint work done, obviously, that I knew before. But the driver's side door, which I was sure was all original, has just a black sealer, like an E-coat, and then base clear. The rest of the car has a red oxide and a tan primer and then base and clear. Yeah, there is a gray. So it looks like the first layer is actually a gray primer. And then there is black. And then there's a layer of tan. There's some filler. Then there's a layer of red oxide primer on top of that, which is their sealer. And then there's the base and clear. This has never been taken in bare metal before, or else there'd be sand marks on it. Your side has not had as much body work. Oh, you know, because you got tons of grinder marks.
Yeah, this is way too aggressive. That looks like they did it with a...
Like a die grinder.
Yeah.
There's a ton of dough right here. The inside's gonna inevitably get dirty, which sucks because I dry ice blasted it. But what I dry ice blasted was a lot of just sticky residue and old stuff. This should all blow out. It'll all clean out. I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you.
You're gonna do a Neil Diamond show? The Neil Diamond Experience
Yeah, been having trouble since last night. Oh boy. Did you get your dogs checked on?
This car is a good example of why Carfax reports are literally useless, because that only counts if someone reports an accident. If they just pay out of cash to fix the damage to the car, it doesn't end up on there. This car was hiding all kinds of damage. Luckily, it was minor. Check out them sand scratches. That is crazy. I don't know what they use, like a brick. I don't even know what grit this is. And it's a low spot
for sure right there. So Angel did this side with the whistle biscuit and said there was filler over here. I found a little dab of filler right here on the very tip. It doesn't look that bad though, so that's not a big deal. And then I don't know if you can see these sand scratches right here. That's like rougher than 36 grit. That seriously looks like they just took a hatchet and tried sharpening their hatchet on the side of the quarter panel, because this is all 80 grit that I just finished it out in. So that hidden damage I found earlier has a secondary problem to it. After putting the door on here, just to check alignment and things, it was hidden, but now I notice it. I have the door hung on the car, and it is actually a little bit in on the bottom, but you can see this leading edge right here. It looks like they had welded the seam when they were doing body work, so the metal actually sticks out a hair, and you can run your fingers over it, and it feels like robot bacon. The filler was not that deep, but deep enough that I probably want to metal work it a little bit more. Other than that little spot down there and a couple weird dingers, that's all of the issues with the body. It's all in all, that's not bad. There's no major damage found on either one of the doors, just tiny little dings, like barely a skim coat will be needed. Still obviously got a little bit more paint stripping to do, but as a whole in general, about 90% done. Everything needs 80 grit. At this point in the videos where I typically say if you like what you see here and you'd like to continue to support projects like this and this channel, the best way is on my website, SarenTune.com, where you can buy my Robo Bubble detailing products as well as some other merchandise. But honestly, the best way you can support this stuff being possible is just watching these videos. And that's all I can ask. This helps make this possible. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon with another. Bye.
La gringata.
What do we got here? Alrighty. Yeah. Wonder where everyone else is this morning. Happy morning. What do we got?
To build
800,000 subscribers,
showing
man.
up when you say you're going to show up. Somebody
800,000
did these things for me.
subscribers.
I'm telling
Wow.
I've been there. I know what you're going through.
All
That
right,
is the
where we going
foundation
next?
that
How about
builds
to
the
Maine? I found a Maine video. It's not a travel video, but it's a video on rescuing a snowmobile. I wish Jewel was here. I think Sebago Lake. This guy does a lot of talking in here. He's just rambling on a little bit, so I might fast forward because it's a 50-minute video. Getting dressed now. Water has away from the house. Drains to the kennel area. All right. In here, I didn't see if anyone died. When the snowmobile fell through. Oh, man. I think it's Sebago Lake.
meeting great people. This is the story of the deepest snowmobile recovery I've ever seen or heard of. Most lakes are in that 10 to 40-foot depth range in most of the United States. And when a snowmobile goes through, they go all the way to the bottom, no matter how deep the lake is. Most of the snowmobile recovery videos I've seen on YouTube are anywhere from 10 to 15 foot. And I think the deepest one I've ever seen is 34 foot. This one is 176 feet deep. I was told that the state dive team won't dive over 120 foot deep out of safety concerns. Come along, watch this recovery. I'm going to walk you guys through the who, what, where, when, and why. But I'm not going to talk a lot about how it happened. That's a completely different story that we'll get into another time. The players in this video are Dan, whose snowmobile went through to the bottom, and CJ, who was with him when it happened. Dan's buddy Tyler, who helped with the recovery. Myself, Pete, and Evan from the Maine Warden Service, and most importantly, the diver, Greg. This happened on Sebago Lake in Maine. Sebago is the deepest, second largest lake in the state. At 316 foot deep at its deepest point and an average of 107 foot deep, it is a monster. Sebago covers about 50 square miles in surface area.
I think
The surface
Jewel
is
is
around
down there.
270 feet above sea level. What you're about to see happened last year, midway through the ice fishing season. The next morning, they went out with an airboat to check for any floating debris and to mark off the area above the snowmobile. There was 8 inches of ice on most of the lake the day that Dan went through. Dan and CJ were looking for new areas to fish and were going across the lake when Dan hit a honey pocket that didn't have much ice. He tried to punch it to get across, but didn't make it. Lucky for him, he had his float suit on and was able to climb back on top of the ice and crawl to safety.
Gosh, I love Indian food in London. I can never get enough. Whoa! Blimey.
Earn rewards wherever you book travel. The autographed Journey credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply.
Let's go! Zootopia 2 has everything.
Breathe it in.
Besties. Cute fuzzy bunnies.
Knowing that the dive could be dangerous and expensive, on the first day we just tried to hook it with a grappling hook so we could run a deflated airbag down and try to inflate it to lift the sled up to the surface. When the sled broke through the ice, it didn't fall straight down. It glided and twisted and turned. We had to locate it with a live scope using the extra deep Garmin sonar. You're right. This is it. Once located, we cut slots in the ice and dragged a grappling hook across the bottom. We were able to hit it and hook it several times, but never got it good enough to be able to lift it off the bottom, and were forced to call in the diver. There's a lot of current underneath the ice, so the rope and the grapple are swinging around, and it really made it difficult to hook the snow machine. The few times that we did hook it, maybe we hooked it by the auger, maybe we hooked it by the electronics. Never knew what we hooked it by, but we kept ripping. I think we ended up ripping a mirror off one time. For no lack of effort, we were not successful in raising the snowmobile below the ice. However, one major success was being able to hook a rope from the surface to the snowmobile, so when the diver went down in the pitch black dark abyss, he'd be able to locate the snowmobile in a hurry at the bottom, where there's no sunlight and extreme pressure and very dangerous situation. Is it much of a goal?
No, that's good though. That means you got to hook it up.
How?
This is probably $1,000.
Is that rope?
This rope. This two of them doubled up.
So that's
Well-
800 pounds down there minus a third, right? Or
You don't own the place.
but we gotta lift 400 pounds. That's a lot
The
of weight.
fucking owners seem like a bunch
I mean, I
of
could-
drug addicts.
I don't know if I
But
can
whatever.
put you guys in the way. They say never judge a book by its cover, and I really learned that lesson.
It's
on this
been a
guy. We were
constant
expecting
issue.
a young buck, a Navy SEAL, or some crazy young guy to show up as the diver, and we're surprised to see a 71-year-old with a broken arm and a big smile. Joe,
Hey, Joe.
nice to meet you, Greg.
Coffee.
Hey, we can go and help them. Yeah.
All
I really appreciate you guys coming out first of all.
Where'd this come from?
The pantry. Where'd you come from? The pantry.
Yeah.
You're lucky, Mo. Lots of people to tell about customizing and saving with Liberty Mutual. Those are mine.
Imagine losing a sled like this. $20,000-$30,000 for a sled, I think. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna have some open holes out there, and it's real easy to have an open hole.
Yeah, this guy starts rambling, man. Let's get to it.
Log a hole or something.
Oh, just fast forward.
Just wait about it. That's all we need to do.
I respect the guy, but
My plan is this. Let's call it no. You're gonna hook on to the sock box video. Is it still on? No. Can we hook onto the rack pretty much anywhere to do a lift with?
you think?
The other thought I had was to once it starts to come up, the air in the bag's going to expand. It's going to come up that fast. What really sucks is if it breaks through the ice, because now you got a bag that's broken through the ice right here, and you got to take enough air out of it to get it underneath this ice to get it going that way. But if you take out too much air, down it goes. So typically, what I like to do is if we can get a line over to that way somewhere, and have a couple guys taking really good tension on it. So once it starts to lift, if you really come onto it, it'll get it away from that guy over into here.
We could definitely do that. For you.
Yeah.
No, they're not ice. Well, technically they're fishing. They're fishing for a snowmobile. Maybe you're doing too busy and didn't catch us. They're gonna go get a fucking snowmobile. Sebago Lake, Maine, 171 feet. This guy's gonna dive on it. There were ice fishes yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before we drove by the lake and there was people out there? Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem at all. But they're gonna go get a big ass snowmobile. How's them electric chainsaws doing? Well, the two guys that were on it survived. You know, there was two guys on it. They were out looking for a place and
Get the corner started. There you go. Well, maybe not.
oh boy. This
Maybe
ain't
ice
good.
there, maybe? Yeah.
And I guess they, you know, some of these lakes are really fucked up. They got springs. So you get 10 inches of ice, and then some spots you only get 3 inches. And he had he's got a trailer on this thing. They're gonna bring the trailer up too. Oh, yeah, been having a real tough night.
I like working with people. The plan is to go down and
Eating these things so I could get some sleep. What are these things? This is the one you need your license to show.
Hey, Greg, you want to see so you kind of know? I mean, we don't.
nasal decongestion. I forgot the name of these things, but when I went there to get some,
Scuba Steve.
the fuckers want my license.
How's the arm feel, Greg?
Absolutely stunning.
So I bought one that had, I don't know, 20 in them. I said, fuck that. You got a bigger one because I don't want to do this shit anymore.
Water if I need it. Sometimes the regulators will freeze
Yeah, I
up.
am.
So if I freeze up, I'm gonna pour some warm water right there, and I'll tip my face back. And
Shit
pour some
was
right in
pouring
the
out of my
center.
nose nonstop. I couldn't
Joe, I got an extra
I couldn't
set in
even
my
go
truck.
lay down. So
Oh, I would freaking love to.
got infected with something.
I'd probably take a pretty close look.
Get you?
Yes, a little bit. Sorry about that. No, don't be sorry. Just pour some on this. All right. I got ice in it. Yeah, let me see. I just need one. Want help?
71 years old.
Was that toaster?
Got a long fucking way down. No, you gotta have
I didn't know if that tank hit. I heard some air.
oh, I don't know what my water quality is. I never had it tested.
Right, like a salmon. You see him? Oh yeah.
I know Buddy and Lady
He's after 30.
prefer to drink the rainwater. That could just be normal.
No, it's a blob right now. That there's so much air coming off of him. He's gonna nail it. He's gonna nail it. He's gonna sit on the seat.
I think this is him. And that's all the air bubbles.
He's at 60. He's at 60 already. He's going to the rope now.
He said he wanted to do that quick. Get hitched. Once you get hitched, then it's gonna take a while.
I wash my hands when I come out of town.
This guy. Yeah. He's back over to the 30 line. So he's already at 80 feet.
I went
He's
into
almost
Home
100.
Depot. Maybe it's just some caca in the air there. Yeah.
Yeah, 100.
I think the ticks are my
You're down
biggest
100 now.
problem. I ain't too worried about the water. The water don't taste foul. Matter of fact, it tastes pretty damn good. Could there be radon in it? Yeah, there could be radon in it. It's very popular up here, you know, in New England in general.
He's at 120.
The
This is crazy. What is that?
oh yeah, well,
Echo?
I got a germ from the fucking ticks.
Either that or air.
No, I ain't
That
worried about the
140.
water. I got a water filter on the water
He's at
I use
140.
for the dogs and cooking and that.
That's, yeah. The pressure must be. I just hope his arm holds up. Come on, baby. What's he at? Kind of stalled. At 160. No, those are air bowls. Oh, he's on it. He's on it. He's down there. Right beside it. Yeah, he's
So
right
this
on the
is
ball.
him and that's the sled.
He might have hooked it. This is exciting. He must be searching for it. Dang it. He's all over it. Like, I'd expect to see my rod tip bounce right now. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on
Let's
it.
not
That's
go
what-
down that road
It is.
this morning. I'm not feeling too good.
He's got it. Come on, Greg.
I don't need no suggestions. Everything's
There's
fine.
wicked bow in the line.
Ain't no ticks in Arizona. None in Utah,
This is
Nevada.
Crazy. Watching a diver at
176, 177.
You know what I mean? I'm just really fucking exhausted.
I'm nervous for this guy. He wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting like a young Navy SEAL or something.
Bonjour, Paris.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour, Mr. Mazel.
Yeah.
Awards wherever you
I don't get sick too
Autographed
often.
Jury credit card from Wells Fargo.
What, I forgot what I was going to
The
ask
night
you.
before Sprite. Feeling man lane. Santa was out with a high ankle sprain.
I think when you get your coffee brewing, you better get a screwdriver and open that fucking thing up. In case you got worse shit coming your way,
I think he's hooked up.
you'll at least have something to charge your phone and shit.
He's on it.
So this is a scuba diver, and that's the snowmobile.
Take the airbags down?
176 feet.
Oh. Yeah.
Sebago Lake, I think,
It's gonna be hard for us to tell if he's coming up or not. But he's all over.
I don't think this is far from Jewel.
Yeah. Did he just jump? Did he just jump off the machine? Is that him coming up, or it just looks like it? I think he's coming up. No? Nope. Maybe not. Look on the machine now. Oh, yeah. Hit that game button. See what happens.
I think Laura Kay too.
Oh, I wanted more.
I think Laura Kay, I think is somewhere around there.
Guys, he's coming up. He's coming up. Maybe a little less game. Let's try to get our best picture. Yeah. He's coming up. Whether he likes it or not, you pulling him? Don't pull him. Yeah, don't pull him because he's got a. All right, so now he's up. He's up at 160. Yep. See an air bump is coming from the other road.
What
There's so many. Look at all the air down there.
how much wind do you guys got? Either one of you.
Over there. Yeah. Oh my
You're
God.
talking about hurricane force winds. You guys experience that?
He's at 145, maybe? Yeah. This guy's an animal.
I'm at 49 degrees.
Take up to 5 minutes. Each time. Each stop. Yeah. Yeah. It's got a little bit of slack. He's coming up pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Can you click down a few on the game to see if it gets any better? What do you think?
So last night wasn't that bad?
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
So you guys are on him. Which one did he hook to the sled? Oh, okay.
That's just a flooded. Sounds like you got a real shit piece of land there.
Yeah.
Nothing
He's at
on
120
you.
now.
Not belittling you. It's like this keeps happening, and we hear the same thing year after year with the fucking place.
You know, I've always found it strange.
And the owners don't seem to do nothing about it.
To toss their hard-earned coin into the
So they like living like that. Oh well, you ain't got the money for it. Well, you put a sign out in front of your driveway, clean fill wanted.
He's at
And sometimes
150.
I know they scrape the road here.
Yeah, we give him 5.5.
Well,
You're at 100.
I think you do flood. We've heard about you flooding quite a few times.
95.
Oh,
Is that your cousin? Is that like 90 maybe? 88? Yeah.
I'm losing him in the bubbles. He's coming up so fast now.
Maybe you went down so fast you didn't have to look around. Maybe you didn't have to be aggressive.
Oh, did he just stop at 65?
Them goddamn things. I don't think you're supposed to eat more than 2 in 12 hours.
I'm so impressed by this guy.
I took some at 11 o'clock. Then it started dripping again around 3 o'clock. Got up. Took two more this morning. Hope this shit don't blow my kidneys out, but it would really helping.
There you go. Go ahead.
What do you need? Oh, I just want to get rid of that leg. Got it.
Mm.
We watched you on the live scope. You went down quick. So his light might be stuck in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Tim, could you get his lights? There you go.
That's the deepest dive? Deepest dive ever.
Greg, congratulations.
Hey, nice gift for a 71-year-old guy. Dude, you are unbelievable. Yeah, hands collapsed. Keep your press for 4 minutes. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, baby. Thank you. Give me a hand out. Pretty good. Yeah, absolutely.
Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. I'll go get us tickets.
Oh,
Pay
man.
for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Wednesday nights aren't for the weak. But are you going to throw in the kitchen towel and order takeout? No.
Sure. Yeah.
Hard to believe. So lost.
Good job finding it. My story, that machine.
It's a big ass lake to find a fucking machine.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a couple minutes before I can go back down and put the bags on. How's the pressure? Well, with the dry suit, you can keep offsetting it, so lift that leg real quick. Here we are. Yeah. You guys are incredible. That machine was wonderful. Actually, if somebody's got gloves, we could put a little cool water in that.
Nice work.
You guys,
You're amazing. You're amazing.
you guys did all the work. I just fall in the water.
You like that, Garmin?
You wanted, yeah, I gotta warm my hand up. I gotta warm my feet up. It's cold just hanging out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to wait a couple minutes before I can go back down to 60 feet to put a lift bag on it. And then we're gonna stop that, get it up off the bottom so that it's 60 feet off the bottom, and I'll run this line. I'll run this line down to our recovery hole, and I don't know, we're kind of developing this plan as we go. I've never done it, in Oh, it's sitting there just beautifully on the bottom. I tried to start it, but I think it's flooded. Oh, yeah, I get it.
Joe and I watched you on the live scope and said, he's sitting on the seat.
I think these are the two guys that were on the sled. This guy and the guy in the yellow.
70 feet away. It wouldn't help the stretch if you went, oh, that's the grid.
How live scope made all the difference in the world. That's cool.
This is my happy face, Joe.
It's amazing. I usually talk more, but I'm honestly blown away by this. By how easy you made that look.
I see these out
I got
there.
buddies that said they don't.
This is
for
what
40
they
years
go,
that they weren't sure you were gonna be able to
Some
get that
people
deep.
go ice fishing and them things.
That was amazing.
Oh, man, I'm happy. Did you spend time
A lot of them got, I'm sure there's no shacks out there.
trying to spend a lot more time decompressing? You know.
What do you figure it took you a minute to hook it? Find it, hook it?
What happened was, and it kind of sucked, was the way that my lights were hanging down off the side. Once I found it, and I realized I was going to hook onto that stem off your steering.
Oh, nice.
I went over there and I had that black strap, and I went around once. I wanted to make another loop around it. Well, my light got down underneath me, so I was in the black down there trying to fumble around, and that's a technical term.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had to run and get my light back up. That's why you saw me for so much time. Yeah.
Guys and Garmin technology. In 177 foot of water found this snowmobile. And it saves the diver. I heard he was down once 4.5 hours looking for something. It saves him the time for searching when he gets down there in the dark. What can we help you with? We got 2 able firefighters right here.
I'm gonna have to check my dive computer in a minute to see when I can go back down to 60. That's what's so nice about having a dive computer. It'll tell you how far you can go down and how deep, how long you can stay there and everything. So I'll check it in a minute. I'm not going to be using the doubles anymore, but you know what we could do? Somewhere I've got airlines. Let's see. I hope to be able to inflate from up here instead of down.
And the plan is to take these 1,000-pound lift bags down, put one at 60.
I'm going to put one at 60 and we'll blow it. And then I'll probably go down and put another one on at 60. And then it'll still be 60 feet under the ice, but I'd like to get it over there.
Yeah.
It's not here in case something happens. You know, maybe we can throw a tow line up over the top, so if we start to lose it, we can grab it. I don't know. We're figuring it out as we go. It's kind of a design build.
I've never heard of anybody diving like that. That's got to be the deepest snowmobile recovery in Maine.
Yeah, I think it is, at least for me.
How much do these bags cost?
$1,200.
Jesus. Oh, I'm trying to guess how much money you got on the ice right now. What do you got, about 20, 30 grand out here right now? Yeah.
We'll stick this bag in the hole and kind of fold it in, and that end will go down first, and then we'll get this air out the top so we get all the air out of it. Because other than that, I kind of fumble with it.
Bonjour. Nous sommes ravis de vous accueillir de nouveau dans notre hôtel. Votre chambre est prête pour votre séjour.
Oui.
Earn rewards wherever you book travel. The autographed Journey credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply.
It's a big terrorist group.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. We're on our way. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
What an asshole commercial. Remember back in the day when they show you the
Are
truck,
you flying over?
doing some pretty cool shit.
See anything? You saw that. He did too. He lived.
We'll address that later.
He actually did. I can't believe you saw that.
Freedom of speech. I'd like to see what's in the I got a picture of it. Evidence. Freedom of speech.
That's crazy. Did you see a lot of people in bad spots today?
There are some way over
You don't like these?
Muddy River's got big open spots, and they're right out there next to them.
Really?
I can't believe it.
How bad was it out here with these guys?
Not good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This whole lake's not
No.
We got. I had to break all the ice up first with the airboat.
Yeah.
And he floated it, and then he's sitting on the thing trying to steady it. And I'm pulling him to shore with the side by side, him on the side by side. I mean, with the airboat, and he's on the side by side float.
Can you imagine the amount of air back there?
It wasn't a warm day either.
Well, that's a new record, 177. That's pretty deep.
It was 166.
So you're gonna hook that tank up to your airbag?
The one that.
Oh, they already got the tank down. Okay.
Tank and bags.
And then that's gonna lift the sled 60 feet up.
First he's
But only 60 feet?
First he's gonna swing that over there.
Okay.
One of us has to grab it, grab it, and check off it.
And what were you saying? You went straight air? Not.
I didn't want to go with nitrox. Nitrox is enriched air, they call it. It's got more oxygen in the air that we're breathing right now, but oxygen very toxic down at depth. So if you go below a certain depth, it becomes very toxic. So I decided to go with straight air.
Wow.
And if somebody, when I'm heading towards the hole, if somebody takes that gaff and puts the non-pointed end down in the hole, it helps.
Yeah, tell them to put the non-pointed.
How many repeat customers do you get?
Oh my gosh.
This makes the number 120, and I've never had a single repeat customer.
Well, we could change that.
So from what they say, the state warnings will only dive to 120 feet.
Heading your way, buddy. Hey, welcome. Yeah, he's here, fellas. Gotcha. Coming back. He's coming back. Okay. Hold it. Was that yesterday's hole? Or today's?
Good news.
You alright, bud?
Oh yeah, I didn't get to talk to you.
That's a snowmobile.
get what it is. You got a hell of a tool. I'll win the Derby. That's a wrong sled, Greg. Oh, I got the wrong sled. Oh, got the wrong sled. No, you got the wrong sled. I thought you had an Arctic Cat. That's a bullet. Guy sticker on it, so we know. There's still a guy on that one. I hate to get that baby up in the air and rope on it. Yeah, I wanted to get it away from this hole as soon as possible. Hi, Nancy. Pick up a little tension on it. Okay, good. Now, would you back your sled on to it? Pick up, then we can slide the frame ahead. But I don't know if we can slide it with all that weight on it. Let's get a couple bags on each side. Oh, yeah. Easy. Don't crack his windshield. Keep coming up. Can we grab that yellow strap? You want to grab that winch? I got how. We just gotta have something hooked to the ground. Oh, that long yellow strap? Yeah. Now, if he went up a little bit, we push the stanchion forward. His side gets some tension on it. You lift up. Yeah, that would fall. Right now, I'm just seats against the ice. Yeah, one owner. Lightly used. Deep clean.
La Marca Prosecco is made for special occasions.
You mean like this one?
Or this one.
How about this one? How about right now?
Find a moment to celebrate with America's favorite Italian Prosecco. Celebrate la moment, La Marca.
Deep clean. 3 hours. It's always red. Of course you'll notice that. Dan, you want to get on your sled? Drove it right out of the lake. You rode it in, ride her out. You can put Arctic Cat back in business. Come on, Pete.
That's Laura Kay. Good morning. We're in Sebago Lake. If you want this video, I'll put the link in chat. I forgot whether it's you or Jewel that lives near there. I think one of you lives near there.
Yeah, let's bring the frame ahead.
She sent me a video from Instagram yesterday, but it was in a message and I couldn't figure out how to make it bigger. She had some really good video of the flooding going on there. 146-mile-an-hour winds. Okay, well, I don't know if you know where all Sebago Lake is.
How's that bait still alive?
The two guys who were on this thing,
What's I know.
these two guys,
I know.
I think the ones that were on it, and they had a trailer, as you can see. The old man just went 171 feet, 176 feet down.
But you still got live bait.
Yeah, if
How
you
long
send
does
it
it
in
go
a
on?
regular email, the picture is a lot bigger. Oh, that's a $20,000. I don't know much about ski mobiles, but I think this thing's 20 grand.
With all your bait still alive. Dirty. I never see that. That is incredible. Hey, good job, buddy.
Take the fucking thing out and go dump it in the water.
Yeah. You got it.
Never had much interest in ski mobiling. Oh, was it a few times out west?
Thank you.
It would have been
It
really
was
cool.
a fantastic day. You know, we had a bunch of people I had never worked with before come down, and everybody was eager to help, and everyone worked hard all day long out on the lake. And it was a very successful day. We recovered a sled from 175 feet of water underneath the ice, and the priority of the day was nobody get hurt. And nobody got hurt, and everybody's still smiling.
Yeah.
Nobody's feelings even got hurt.
Which you guys are a good deal making people's feelings
So we had a
hurt.
very successful day, and I want to thank everybody that was involved.
Oh my God.
It was excellent. The weather held out. What more could you ask for?
Nothing. That was perfect.
They're a big noise
My name is Greg
maker
Anders,
that
and I
falls through
started
the
diving
ice.
54 years ago. I won diving lessons
You know,
at the Maine Sportsman Show back in Bangor at the old Bangor Auditorium when I was 16. And it
I
has
don't get
been,
much Northeast travel videos, but I thought this was a pretty interesting one.
the part about recovery
You know, sometimes in the winter here, and again, I'm not bitching about these guys, but they ride out on the ice, and if the wind is just slightly blowing from the south, it stinks. Fucking the exhaust stinks so bad, and I'm a mile away from the lake. I'll put the link to this in chat if you want to go watch it. Leslie can't find how to send. All right. Well, usually you do send me videos from Instagram, but that was a message, and the fucking screen was so small, but what devastation. Holy shit. So they had some big winds there, hurricane force winds. They get major flooding. And here's they drive trucks out there. All right, hold on. There we go. So if you want that one, there it is. Refresh when you hear this. As you can see, I'm way behind. Well, let's go see. Good morning to you all. Hope you enjoyed that. You know, I can do this. You want to go watch Greg Biffle's Plane crash. Yeah, here it is. This guy, I've watched him before on plane crashes. He's pretty good. Kind of really seems like they had a lot of issues. A couple of you mentioned this in the beginning of the live stream. All right.
7 people, including former NASCAR driver Greg Biffle, his wife, and his 2 children, were tragically killed when the aircraft they were flying in crashed at the Statesville Regional Airport in North Carolina earlier today. Now, normally I don't make videos about breaking news plane crashes because there's so much that we don't know and it's too easy to speculate. But this one hits really close to home. And that's why I felt it was important to make this quick update just to walk you through the facts and talk about what we know so far. I'm Hoover. Welcome to your pilot debrief. I want to start with a quick overview from the Aviation Safety Network. The aircraft involved was a Cessna 550 Citation II business jet. This is what that aircraft looked like, just for reference. And as of this time, the Aviation Safety Network,
I can't believe that aircraft had that much trouble. You'll see here in a minute.
Fatalities. According to the preliminary information, the jet was trying to return to runway 28 following an issue on departure. It's not known what that issue was, but we will take a look at the flight data here in a second. The aircraft collided with the terrain short of the runway, crossed a road and the airport perimeter fence before
sounds like somebody on the ground got killed.
Miles visibility. That was around 9:35 to 9:55 local time. Now, initial reports were saying that the crash happened at 10:32 local time, but according to the flight data, it looks like the crash possibly occurred at 10:15 local time. You had some rapid, they were taking, and what type, and based on, at least looked at the means after point, without necessarily speculating as to the cause of this.
All right, you said that 5 times. Here we go.
Which gives you the ADS-B data from the aircraft itself. We can see they departed from runway 10 at 15:07 Zulu, which would be 10:07 local time. And they immediately make this left-hand turn on departure. And right off the bat, things seem to be going pretty standard, a normal departure with a left-hand turnout here. Now, what's interesting to me, though, is they get up here to 2,200 feet MSL, which is about 1,200 feet, 1,267 feet above the ground. Then immediately after that, they start a descent. And if we let this go all the way through, you can see they get all the way down here as low as 600 feet.
Yeah, you can't see that, can you?
For some reason,
that little
on
graph,
this departure here, when they're making this left-hand turn,
the graph is pretty important.
Again, 1,250 feet above the ground, and then they make a descent to just 600 feet above the ground.
But it gets even fucked up.
We don't know if they have a problem with the aircraft and the troubleshooting. We don't know if it's an emergency situation, or possibly they took off VFR and they descended to stay out of the weather until they were able to pick up an IFR flight plan. So we just don't know, and I don't want to speculate as to the reason for that. Now, the next thing that's important to look at is right around this point, they started to begin their climb again. And I'm just going to let this play in real time so we can see.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. They
showing you the rate of climb.
Up and down. They must have been scared the fuck out of their mind.
Until they get to about this point right here. And then all of a sudden they start descending again. So now you're seeing this fluctuation going as low as negative 832 feet per minute. So there's potentially some aircraft control issue here or something going on.
832 feet in a minute diving.
Descending again. And they go from negative 881 feet per minute at at the bottom there, up to a climb rate of 4,500 feet per minute, and then all the way as high as 6,600 feet per minute. At this point, if we look at the heads-up view from the actual cockpit itself, you can see that they're 2,800 feet above ground. It appears to be a very aggressive climb here at 6,600 feet per minute. They're doing 157 knots, but keep in mind that this is ground speed. It's not the actual indicated airspeed. Right here is the highest point they're going to reach during the flight, which is 4,500 feet MSL, or about 3,600 feet above the ground. And what you're going to see here as they begin this left-hand turn, they're starting a descent, but look at this vertical rate of speed here.
I mean, that's
They're doing
fucking
a very aggressive
crazy,
descent.
man.
As they're finishing this turn here and pointing back the other direction, their vertical speed is almost 5,000 foot per minute to descent in that turn, which is extremely aggressive and not something that you want to be doing, especially if you're in the weather. And even if you're VFR, it's still a pretty aggressive maneuver to be making. But what's interesting also is we go from, again, that negative 5,000 foot per minute rate of descent. A few seconds later, we're back up to almost a 4,000 foot rate a minute climbing the aircraft back up. So I don't know if there's some aircraft control issues going on here or what's happening, but it's obviously not a very stable platform as this aircraft is making this maneuver and starting to point back towards the airfield. And my gut tells me at this point they've made the decision that, hey, we need to get back to the airport. We need to get this thing on the ground and resolve whatever issue that we're dealing with at this point. They end up going back up to 3,100 feet MSL, so about 2,000 feet above the ground. Then they start descending again. And then let's go ahead and look at the altitude here and zoom this out. And what I want you to see is what it looks like they're doing here is essentially setting up for a downwind to land on runway 28, which is opposite the direction they took off from. Now, because there weren't
It's
any
funny,
winds,
he
this isn't
had a
necessarily
chance
gonna be
to
an
just
issue,
grab the
but
runway
you can
right
see when
there.
they're on this downwind here, they're
Like
pretty
from
close
here
to
to
the runway,
there.
so it is
Look
setting up
short
for a tight
instead of
pattern.
going around, but
When we look
whatever.
at
I'm
the
not a
altitude, we
pilot.
can see when they're on this
I'm
downwind here,
surprised they didn't call
right
the tower
here
and
at
tell
this
them what the
point,
fuck
just
was
before they
going on
start
at
that
this
turn,
point.
they're at 850 feet above the ground and possibly below the weather. We don't know for sure. Diving down to about 400 feet above the ground here, which is a pretty low altitude to be at when you're on a downwind leg. Again, we don't know why they're that low on the downwind, possibly because of weather. We just don't know for sure.
Anyways, good morning, y'all. Come on in, sit a spell, have your coffee with your friends.
Now, what I've done is I've backed this up to show you the cockpit point of view as they're coming into the runway. So you can see the runway coming into view right here. They're making this right-hand turn to potentially set themselves up on a downwind to land on runway 28 opposite the direction they took off from, which isn't necessarily going to be an issue because the winds were pretty light. But look at this rate of descent here, 1,400 feet per minute. They're 600 feet above the ground now on the downwind, now at 500 feet. And they end up going as low as, I think, about 400 feet here. We're going to see that in a second. There we are, 400 feet AGL. Right there, that little turn to the right, to me, indicates possibly they're trying to fix their spacing because they realize they're a little bit tight to the runway. They're doing 172 knots, which I've never flown this aircraft before, but that seems pretty fast to me to be on the downwind, especially at 350 feet AGL. That's low, you're going fast, you're tight on the runway. Now watch what happens. They start to turn away, and then the airspeed starts slowing down. And again, this is ground speed, so it's not an actual indicated airspeed. But pay attention to this altitude here. The rate of climb and descent stabilizes, so they're about 150 feet. I don't know what kind of weather they're seeing. They're at 160 knots. And then they're going to start this left-hand turn to point back
my
towards the
flying
runway.
days are over too.
All right, here they go, making that left-hand turn. And
you know,
pay
people
attention
say,
to
well,
the
you can be
airspeed
out
as they
west
start
and
to
grab a
continue
live
this
there
left-hand
and
turn back around
grab a
and get right at
flight
the
back
runway.
to Rhode Island to
They
visit
started a
family.
shallow descent. Now they're up around 500 feet above
I
the
ain't
ground.
grabbing a flight.
The airspeed has started to decay, so it's starting to get back more into the normal range that I would expect for flying an approach here. We're going to start to see the runway come into view in just a second or two here. And It looks like everything is going okay. They're still potentially a little bit low here, 500 feet. And I'll pause right there. Okay, we're at 100 knots, 450 feet above the ground, and you can see the runway off in the distance. Continue, and there are some airspeed fluctuations here, so this could be, you know, some inconsistent data from the ADS-B. We're not sure at this point. And then the flight data is going to end right around here, I believe. Now, again, I don't want to speculate as to the reason why they crashed. What I did want to point out is some of the flight data to show you some of the inconsistencies with that vertical speed, how they were doing these climbs and descents, how some of the maneuvering was potentially very aggressive. But we don't know what was going on with the aircraft. If it was a controllability issue, if there was something else happening, we just don't know. And that's why it's so important to wait for the NTSB to conduct their investigation to give us the actual data. That way we can go back and do a full debrief on it and figure out what actually went wrong. The one thing that we know for sure is that this was an absolutely heartbreaking tragedy to lose 7 people, including an entire family, so close to the Christmas holiday. And I know this isn't going to answer all the questions, but I hope it provided some clarity. Thank you for watching.
Well, I hope it provided some clarity. They had some real issues. I'm not a pilot.
Not so
But,
fast, huh? Tell me it looks
wow.
worse than it is. It looks worse than it is. It looks like my front bumper. I'm going to need a new headlight, right? Yeah. You got any ideas? CarParts.com always delivers. And they carry quality parts from trusted brands at a great value. And the parts are guaranteed to fit. Yes, sirrito. Oh, wow. Thanks. Now, what if I have to make...
Toyota, all these Corollas in the 2000 range always had these funky inner door handles that break. And I was looking at my 2005, and it don't look like you can replace a fucking door handle. I'm not shitting you. It looks like it's the whole door card you got to replace. And we watched one. You go see if you want to watch some screwy shit with modern cars. Take care of your car, your old car, man. That's all I got to tell you. Get it undercoated, protect it from rust. Engine and transmission, all that shit's replaceable. You spend fucking 80 grand on a fucking piece of shit. Put it into your old car. All right. Where's that video? Bondi Beach Massacre Victims and Heroes. I don't know about that. If you want to watch that, a lot of questionable stuff there. The Popo were right there. They were 50 yards from the shooters and they didn't stop. What's up with that? Where is it? Car insanity. This is fucked up beyond belief. I'm just warning you, in my own opinion, if you got a car, take real good care of it. Do whatever you got to do to keep the rust off it. I watched another one that was quite interesting. Honda uses 0-20 oil. And that's because the clearances now in the barrens are so tight. But if you get a speck of debris in that shit, It's all over. Ruin your engine. So some are saying to go up higher on your weight. Let's see what this is about.
Is this enough screens for you?
Is this enough screens for you?
Nothing beats a Jet 2
Look at
holiday.
this fucking sleeping while they're auto driving. That's fucked up, man.
Most of these modern vehicles are not using what's called coolant flow control valve. Look at where it's located.
New cars in 2025 are honestly horrible. They've got the giant touchscreens, glowing ambient lighting, the fancy self-driving modes, but underneath all that, they are falling apart faster than ever. Buttons are now being replaced with laggy haptics, software glitches that make your car freeze like an old smartphone. It's like these companies want your car to break so that you'll buy another one. Today, we're breaking down why modern cars are becoming disposable junk and why it's getting worse every year. I'll also be featuring some of your comments in today's video, so make sure to leave your thoughts down below. Super quick, guys, before we get into the video, because it's the
I
holiday
watched an
season,
Uncle Tony's about the Chevrolet transmission. Used to be built out of the valve body used to be built out of cast iron. Now they're aluminum, and the valves don't open and close properly after 40 to 50,000 miles. Look at this shit.
And the infotainment center completely dead. Started doing this yesterday, finished doing it today, and I called the Volkswagen dealership. They said on the 10th or 15th call they've gotten today about this exact issue. So it is a software issue of some sort, they believe, and they don't have a fix for it yet, but just wanted to let you know that if you have this vehicle and it's happening as well, that this is universal. Awesome.
This guy won't answer none of my questions. But my question is, we've been having real bad solar storms. I mean, he shut down amateur radio real bad. My question is, are these so delicate they can't handle solar storms? That was my first question. He ain't going to answer it.
That's the money sound. I have an Audi. I've also owned a Volkswagen. If you heard that sound, that means something very expensive is wrong, and it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. My driver assistance thing, the adaptive cruise control on I have an Audi RS3. I went through a puddle, or there was a rainstorm, and then all of a sudden that sound went on, and it deactivated the thing, said it was out of calibration, and the dealer wanted $3,000 to fix it because of a rainstorm. I barely drive the car.
Did you guys hear Dabu?
That sound, it irks me. I have PTSD.
Dabu reported the other day that all the Porsches that was sold in Russia shut down completely. I don't think we played that. I just been watching a lot of this stuff, man, and I'm telling you, you're gonna spend that kind of money, you're better off going buy an old classic. Just my own opinion.
The dealer was like, "Oh yeah,
fuck
you're the
this new shit."
About that. So that tells me
computers on
it
wheels.
Was a software problem or like a firmware glitch. So it has me thinking. All the cars today, the new cars, the modern cars, they have built-in like GPS and 5G, which means manufacturers now can just send out a firmware update, and it updates all the cars globally, I guess, or throughout the country. Which is kind of spooky because that means you pretty much have no control over your car.
Over the updates.
Ever.
Same with Windows Jewel 11. This fucking thing does updates nonstop.
Click of a button, turn your car off.
And you can't turn the updates off. I don't know how. If you do, you can explain it to me. It ain't like 7 where you could turn them off
It doesn't have
and choose which ones you want.
Updates from a 5G cell signal. I really do not like all the technology we are putting in cars. Just keep it
a car. Anywho, I wanted to read a couple of comments that you guys had left on previous New Car Insanity episodes. If you haven't seen those videos, highly recommend you check them out. This is part of a series. We make lots of these new cars or terrible videos, so it's a good watch. But if you guys also want to get featured in the next episode, definitely make sure to drop a comment down below. The fact that you pay $40,000 for a car made of plastic with a bunch of tablets placed in should let you know you're being scammed. Don't even get me started with the touchscreens and the tablets and all the
touchscreen to turn the fucking heater motor on, or the heater defrosters. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Every time I drive down
And according to him, the car companies are saying it's cheaper to put that screen in there than having levers and knobs. I don't see how the fucking pigs ain't pulling people over for this shit. I just can't. You want to pull people over for using your cell phone?
A dashboard, the climate control, all the different buttons. Why have all that separate manufacturing when you can just plop
Not if I was a
2, 3, 4,
billionaire.
7 LCD touchscreens and call it a day?
We're being actually fleeced by companies. The last 2 cars that I owned had remote start capabilities from my remote.
This is
something that
fucked
came
up,
with
too.
the car.
Don't get your
I
remote
never had to
start.
continue paying extra for it. We got a used Toyota Sienna this year. It's 2021. And I asked about remote start, and they're like, yeah, you can do it. And I was like, great, show me how to do it for my key. And they're like, no, not that way. You're going to download our Toyota app, and you're going to pay $10 a month so that you can remote start your car. No. This is the part. I love technology, and then I'm also like, this is screwing us, because they are starting to be able to charge us more for things that used to just come with a car. This isn't news. It's just something that's bugging me this morning.
It is horrible. I just got a brand new 2025 Mazda CX-50. It's the hybrid version. Like, it's a fusion between a Frankenstein of the CX-50 and a Toyota RAV4 hybrid completely together. And they did the same BS, where if you want to use the auto start feature, you have to download the app. You get a free trial for the first year, and then you have to inevitably pay $10 a month for some BS. I'm sure there's loopholes around it, but most people have no idea how to do it, and it's honestly ridiculous. It's really just a great way to never cut the umbilical cord and have you constantly paying for your car, even if it's 10 years old. You'll still have to pay for it if you want that feature. I also made a video if you're in the market for new cars, because there are very few that are actually good. Highly recommend you check that video out too. Honestly, dealing with dealerships now has become such a pain in the A, but I'll save it if you guys want to see it in that episode. Why are we paying rent on products we own? Yeah. Imagine buying a toaster, and then in order to use the toaster, you have to pay a monthly subscription to brown the bread.
That's coming.
Temperature.
Hold on to your toasters, your refrigerators.
There's no way I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I'm not even surprised at this point. I honestly, truly believe they are making these cars to make you more distracted and clueless zombies. They're now eating dinner in our cars, watching WWE Friday Night SmackDown, while the car is doing the driving itself, completely distracted and unaware of what's going on. Hello, folks. I'm back.
This year,
Oh,
take
yeah.
the time to melt into your holiday moments with Lindor. Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
That wasn't good.
I'm back again with some more information for you.
That fucking thing.
You guys see this?
Good luck.
Is this? Well, gone are the
fit.
They got the head off the
Thermostat,
car
you
too.
got a thermostat replacement in and out.
If he shows
You have
where
some
it's
modern
located,
vehicles are now using what's called
watch, you got the head
flow
off to get
control
this
valve.
fucking thing on.
What?
For a
And what this is
thermostat.
practically an electronically controlled thermostat. Controls where it wants to let it go, how much. You know, it's controlled by the ECM.
Motherfucker should be
These
shot
things are very prone to failing.
or prosecuted.
Look at it, the plastic with hot coolant will fail, but yeah. And 9 times out of 10, depending on the vehicle, they're not very fun to get to. You can see here, this is a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder. So I don't know how far apart. It's located. It looks simple enough, but with the cylinder head and intake on, and the cab on, that's sucker.
You thought that was bad. You should check out my videos on why you should never buy a European car, why these cars are built to fail. They thought
You ain't
about
taking
all
the
this.
head
It's
off a
not
modern car
coincidence.
for less than $2
You're not
grand.
stupid. Coolant and plastic does not work well. It gets brittle, it breaks.
Yeah.
They know this, but they keep putting it in
Oh,
these
wrong
cars. And I bet you that job, if you weren't under warranty, is like $8,000. At this point, you're better off getting a new
Look at
car.
that
That's junk. A new, old,
Unreal.
used car. The only reason I'm starting to see this is because everyone is chasing emissions and MPG. Because it does work in theory. It does get you a better MPG. It does make the car run more efficiently when it works. But that's the point here. It's in the car manufacturer's best interest, not yours. And it's only going to last, I don't know, until the warranty period is up. And then it falls apart and you're screwed because these cars are disposable. Long gone are the days now. $50 to plug in a new thermostat, hours, labor. We're talking an 8-hour job, thousands of dollars. It's utter bullshit. I'm sorry, but this stuff
Some of the
really gets me so
thermostats
riled up and pissed off with the way these new cars are
in
being
the
built.
2000s
Got a
were
2010
really
smart
tough,
fridge, lasted 2 years.
but not like that.
Guys, it's not just cars. It's all the new tech and the new junk and tech in places where tech shouldn't be. I also have a freezer from the 50s. It's big and ugly, but still keeps everything frozen. Touch screen refrigerators, clueless, so dumb. You don't need all the gadgets and gizmos. Same thing with the cars.
When I was in the winter, I
This is how they're boarding new cars now.
don't know if
Damn, bro. That's ballsy.
Oh, hey there.
Hey,
I'm in the mood for something sci-fi. What should I watch?
I can help you with that.
Nothing with sappy love stories. And a bit of dark humor.
I'd recommend Fallout since it's got everything you want.
Thanks, Alexa.
I got you.
hold on, I'll be with you guys in a minute.
I love the internet.
Gee,
We just saw
and
people
honey.
fly, like those are how new cars get transported across the country once they reach port, I think. And the internet has full circled, and we now see the drivers posting pictures of themselves flying through the trains going 40 miles an hour, and I guess crashing them too. Unreal.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included.
I don't get it. You'll get in trouble a ticket pulled over for being on your cell phone for a second. But you can be fully unconscious, knocked out, sleeping.
I don't
The car will still
understand
drive you, apparently. And
I
no
really
problem.
don't understand
It's legal.
that.
The way this world is going, they are essentially, I understand maybe they had good intentions
How
in the
the
beginning.
fuck do you do
Because
that?
I guess people are becoming more distracted than ever with cell phones. Everywhere I freaking look, I live here in Florida, every single person's head is down in their phone. Every single one. I get so pissed off when I see it. Sometimes I honk, but I really try to refrain myself because it's like, do what you want at home, but don't put me in danger because of your ignorance. It's ridiculous because you can't have the discipline to be off your cell phone for, I don't know, 20 minutes. It's unbelievable. Do it at a red light, whatever it is. But maybe they had good intentions to help people, protect others
I did a
because
lot
of
of
how distracted
traveling
they are. Like, you're not
across
going
the
to
country,
fix
as
that.
you
You're not going
guys
to stop it.
know.
You're not going to make people not go in their
And I
zone.
did
It's
have
gonna
my
happen,
cell
and it's
phone
only getting
on. I
worse,
used to talk
especially
to my
with this
buddy
new generation.
for
But
hours,
now it seems like
asking me how
all
the
the
trip's
new
going,
safety
where I'm
features
at.
that we're going is essentially almost encouraging people to
But
be
is
distracted
the
and go on their cell phones because the car's doing all the driving for the most part for you. It's not safe.
or on
Maybe it's
speakerphone.
better than most people driving, but I still think there's something so wrong with it.
I got a loaner, and I just want to say I don't know what's happening to cars. Like where's the Prindle?
What's a Pringle?
Where are the
Anybody
AC
in the room know what a Pringle is? Cup
Why-
holder?
Where are the buttons? Why does everything have to be a fucking screen?
Yep.
Why is there a rope here? Why?
Cut corners, save money.
Who's done this?
Yeah,
Why?
whistleblower tells
See, like,
all
I'm
the
okay
inside
with a
scoop. Yeah, I
small
just watched that
LCD
yesterday.
screen, like a small, it doesn't even have to be touchscreen. I don't even like that because I don't need to be reaching over while I'm driving. But when you start adding the climate control and like essential buttons that used to be separate,
If I had
to the screen,
$40,000,
that's where I draw the line. It sucks.
I would buy
These
4 or
systems
5
that were
cars
back
off the guy I got my car from.
which it all does, and then
All early 2000s.
lose all the other functions.
No
of the
rod,
car.
heavy rod on
It's
them.
ridiculous. Where's
Go
the
right
Pringle?
through
Yeah,
them,
that's so true. I
undercoat
never
them,
say
and
Pringle.
sell them
That
for
brings back
10 grand
memories.
each.
I used to call
They'll
them
laugh
Pringles.
at first, but within a couple of years, they'll be like at knocking your door down.
Car manufacturers trying to go green caused huge problems
This
for
is
owners
fucked
and
up.
wiring attractive for rodents. So, a few years ago, in like the early 2000s, car manufacturers like Toyota, Ford, and GM decided
Ford
to
is the
use
worst.
soybean-based insulation for car wires because it was cheaper.
Soybean based. I wonder if they did that on purpose. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Hey, Joe, I just came up with new car insulation. Yeah? Yeah, it's made of soybean, and rats love it. So don't mice.
Renewable. It wasn't, petroleum based like they've used in the past. But little consequence to that, rats like to eat that. Yeah, rodents, mice, rats, they like to eat the wires because of that. And then that became an issue, such a big issue that in 2016 there was a class action lawsuit against Toyota for this. They're saying, some owners were claiming it would cost them $1,500 to repair some of these Eaton wiring harnesses, and the case was actually thrown out by a judge in 2018.
I can't believe a judge would throw that out, but whatever.
But car manufacturers basically made all of their cars delicious to rodents. Can't make this kind of stuff up. Soy-based insulation on wires. The more you know. Follow for more.
When I first heard this, I was floored. I saw an article a couple months ago, found some videos that had included it here. I bet half of you didn't know that. I bet most of you didn't even realize that. They switched from petroleum-based wiring, like the covers over it, to soy, which conveniently attracts rodents to eat the wiring. And it's not even the early 2000s. They still do it today on new BMWs. I think Audis, like all Toyota, Mazda, lots of the new manufacturers going green is
They
costing
made
money.
these Toyotas last you 500,000 miles. You just got to keep the rust off
I hear
them.
it all the time. All these people,
But
never buy
rust
an old
protection
car because they're hoopties and they break down and blah, 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 blah.
is like there's advertisement now on TV and here about getting your car undercoated. Back in the day, they had that bullshit called Rusty Jones. It didn't work. People sued the company right out of existence. And it's really sad. I bought a brand new 88 Toyota two-wheel drive. I spent one whole afternoon in a tie-back suit with kerosene and roofing tar, and I painted that whole truck. There was no problem with that shit. And I still think it's better undercoating than the modern day shit. It's a son of a bitch, though, if you got to work on the car, underneath. But ain't nothing going to take that shit out. Kerosene and real roofing tar. You can put a little motor oil in it too. And the kerosene carries the tar into seams and cracks and shit. Yeah, it is key. They already told me when I undercoated mine, you're gonna have to get it done in a couple years because it's water-based shit. It's water-based shit. They don't want you to use petroleum. Well, you know, if you spray 2 quarts of fucking tar under your car and 2 quarts of kerosene, yeah, that might be not healthy for the environment, but buying a new fucking car in 5 years isn't.
Warranty, everything's covered. Don't have to worry about it. They literally put rodent food in the wiring harnesses, the most expensive part, nearly one of them. And they don't cover it under warranty.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
say
your fault.
$1,500 bullshit. You gotta take that dashboard apart and replace wire looms. Ain't no fucking way you're getting out of there with at least 16 hours worth of work.
There's no reason at this point to even want a new car. It really pisses me off with what they're doing. See, this pisses me off.
It shouldn't piss you off. You know, he keeps talking about pissing off and honking at people. That's not their fucking problem. You let this fucking thing on the road because you didn't fucking contact your congressman and senator and oppose self-driving fucking cars. And you got a big channel. You could have probably got at least 2,000, 3,000 people to sign a petition. Get this shit off the road. You ain't ever going to get it off the road. Ain't never going to go back to the old days.
And this is legal.
You guys, I'm seriously about to crash out. So we bought a Volkswagen Atlas in May. It was brand new, drove it off the lot. It doesn't even have 10,000 miles on it. We got it serviced last month. Everything was fine on it. I mean, it's been smooth sailing. But literally, everything electrical in this car is out. So the radio doesn't work.
Wow.
All of my sensors are out. So here I am trying to get it serviced because every person I've talked to on the phone has been extremely rude, talking to me about, oh, it's still safe because it'll still get you from point A to point B. Sir, I paid $60,000 for this car. If it's not fully functioning, I should not be driving it.
Facts.
He's like,
That's
well, we have
pretty
30
fucked up.
cars in line waiting to be fixed. I said, well, can I get a rental? Oh, we don't have a rental. I'm about to crash out. So if you're looking for a sign or you're thinking about buying a Volkswagen, this is your sign. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
So I want to let you guys in on a little secret. The other day I was doing some research and I actually found a way where you can avoid a lot of issues on new.
He did a video, and I'm not going to play it. I could go find it. Was really good about all European cars. Fucking Mercedes-Benz puts plastic timing chain guides in their motor, right? The plastic, if you take good care of the car, the plastic is going to erode in 5 to 6 years. So that piece of plastic's going to fall apart. They know it's going to fall apart. You don't put plastic in with oil or antifreeze high temperature. So the thing erodes, timing chain comes loose, zero clearance on the valves, and you're pounding your piston with your valves. New head. What a scam. He did that. That was a good video. I really liked that video.
New and used cars, and it's by subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, subscribing to the channel is completely free. It doesn't cost a dime. My husband is a mechanic with over 25 years experience. We have 2 16-year-old cars and a 2017 truck to pull our trailer. We would never buy new. We always get to hear all the crazy stories of what dealers try to talk people into for service. Yeah, 100%. I just dropped my new car off for service right now, and they were trying to peddle all different things. Oh, this, that, extra warranty, blah, 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 blah. It's like, just do the oil change. That's it. Otherwise, I'm doing it myself. And if you do get the dealer to service stuff, before you drive it off the lot, check to make sure everything is done properly.
Make sure there's oil in the fucking thing.
Check to make sure everything is tightened, because
we watched one the other day.
Unbelievable. We also get to hear
the guy had a transmission slipping. I don't know how this happened. But anyways, the Quickie Lube emptied the fucking transmission fluid and then added another 5 quarts of oil to the engine. So the engine was overfull and the transmission had no fluid in it. Check your oil after you get your oil changed. Don't move the car until you do.
Someone call him because they had a recall, and when the dealer did it, they told her she needed to replace the starter because the recalled part leaked oil on it. She brought it by, and my husband cleaned the oil off. Problem solved. Can you imagine you go in for recall work and the recall of the problem part caused something else to fail? But guess what? That thing is not covered under warranty. I've had so many stories about this. I used to drive a 2015 Audi A3, which I don't necessarily recommend unless you like putting money into it or you can work on it yourself. And I had a recall for the passenger occupancy detection system, the airbag sensor, for being faulty at times. And I was like, oh, safety recall, I should probably get that addressed. If I have a passenger, I'd like them to be safe. Had it fixed. Guess what? I never had any issues prior. Had it fixed 2 days later, lights popping up, all this crazy stuff, brought it back to the dealer. They said, yeah, it appears that the sensor that we replaced is fine, or the wiring harness we replaced is fine, but the actual sensor is bad now. And that's your fault, because that wasn't covered under their warranty, and nothing we did affected that. I'm like, are you absolutely out of your mind that you are blaming me for the sensor for failing on the wiring harness attached to it that you replaced? They're like, yeah, and it's $1,700 if you want to fix it. I said, and then I think I sold the car, and 3 years later, I got another recall in the mail saying they're going to address the problem of the sensor failing. They're taking compatibility. Oh, it is unbelievable.
Is this enough screens for you?
I'll take it. Like, are people this clueless they don't see anything wrong with that?
No, the Popo don't see nothing wrong with it either.
Phone zombies.
I don't. The screens in the back aren't no problem, but putting the screen in front of your fucking dashboard to me is just unacceptable.
It's like that clip from WALL-E when everybody's floating around on the chairs on the cruise ship glued to a TV screen. Like, they're completely brainwashing us, guys, right in front of your faces. You don't even see what's going on. I can only imagine, too, how expensive that stuff is to get repaired or replaced when it breaks. And it will break, I promise you.
Look at this advertisement for Five Guys. That hamburger don't look too palatable.
Girl math, spending $80K on a new car because I didn't want to pay for new tires and an oil change. This is who buys cars, guys. This is who makes the decisions. This is why all the stuff that doesn't belong in a car is in a car. Because this is how people shop, where they don't want to do simple maintenance stuff. So they're constantly upgrading to new cars, and they don't have any impulse control. It's people like this who are the reason we have this problem with new cars. People today only care about the interior of the car and not the reliability, practicality, dependability, ease of maintaining, affordable parts, availability of parts, aftermarket support, and just simplicity. Blame the customer. Blame the idiots. Guarantee if everyone stopped buying, these companies will be forced to make their cars better. I mean, full circle, it all does come back to us. And this is what people want. And that's why car dealerships can keep getting away with it, or the car manufacturers. It's ridiculous. People go through cars like cell phones. Every 3 years, they're getting a new car. Constantly, forever having a car payment and never, ever achieving financial, freedom because they have to keep up with the neighbors and the Kardashians. And with social media running rampant now and everyone glued to their phones, everyone is constantly comparing themselves to everyone, people they don't even know. So it's so amplified that now everyone is constantly getting new car, just to post it on social media to keep up with everyone.
So our tabs are due on our new vehicle. So we drive a 2024 Chevy Tahoe. The tabs are due in October. I've been waiting to see how much they are because I think it's going to give me
A registration.
So I'm going to record my reaction to how much these are going to cost. Oh my god, my heart's beating so fast.
Don't buy a new car then.
Wow! $997.25.
That's fucking
It's
insane.
hysterical now the way we are going. Everyone finances everything, and everybody thinks they can afford something only if they can afford like the monthly payment that's broken down over 7 years. Not if they can afford the entire thing. It's, can I afford the car payment? People don't realize, even with houses, that you have to look at the bigger picture here. Kudos to you. Congrats if you can afford the car payment. That doesn't mean you can afford the car. Congrats if you can afford the mortgage payment. That doesn't mean you can afford the house. Owning that much stuff, that large of an object or whatever it is, comes with very expensive things. Insurance is going to be a lot more expensive on a new car than a used one. Parts are going to be more expensive on a new car than a used one. I don't know. I guess registration, taxes, all of these things people do not think about when you over leverage yourself and buy such a large thing. You have to pay taxes on the entire car, not necessarily the little tiny payment that's broken down. So time and time again, this is why I see people go house poor, why cars are getting repossessed. Nobody can afford anything. There are zero people in the middle class who should be purchasing new cars, unless you're a millionaire.
Yeah, but just like property tax, I believe when you buy a house, you collect property tax on that, whether the state's 5% or 7%. This is my own opinion. You pay it when you buy the house. You don't pay it every year. You already paid the fucking tax on the thing one time. Same with the car. You go in and you pay the tax on the car when you buy a new car, and that's it.
Dollar vehicle. Yeah, it's crazy. I have friends driving 60K, 70K cars, 50K cars, and they might only make 50K a year. I'm like, why do you think you should be owning that? To have your entire net worth in a depreciating asset is a great way to make a lot of money.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor.
That was good.
Anybody else's infotainment system on their Volkswagen not working? It's pretty annoying because my dash is lighting up like a Christmas tree right now. And I got my AC on full blast and I can't even control it. Anyways, if this is happening to anybody else, don't even bother calling the dealership. Sounds like CarNet is down, from my understanding. So a lot of the Golfs and the newer Mark 8s are having this issue. So if you have a Mark 8 or newer, yeah, don't call the dealership because it's a CarNet issue. It's supposed to fix itself in, I guess, like a couple days or something like that. So, yeah. Volkswagen, we need this fixed ASAP.
That's crazy. The other day, part of the internet went down, like Cloudflare or something, and nearly all the websites couldn't work, and I was freaking out because I couldn't do half my work. And now that we've integrated all this tech into nearly everything, imagine if one day you wake up, you go to your refrigerator, and it's not on, and all the food spoils because there was a firmware update sent to the refrigerator to update the touchscreen that you had to have for the recipes on it, and it accidentally fried the motor on it, and all your food spoiled. That's essentially the world we're going in. Not everything needs to be this advanced with technology and have all these screens and all these third parties being able to connect and have firmware updates, because eventually you're not going to own anything. It's going to own you, and they're going to have full control. Some point they're going to cut off the free software, the free service. They're going to start charging you subscriptions, or companies will go out of business.
I think
They'll
someday,
stop
20
creating
years from
firmware
now,
updates, and your technology will just become
someone's going to have a kid,
firmware update on your
boy or a girl,
refrigerator won't be able to handle it. So
and they're
you'll
going
have
to be
you'll
blessed.
forced to get a new one. That's the way things are
They're
going.
going like,
All things
why
screens are more
can't we
than
use the
likely cheaper than
refrigerator?
the
Well, it
traditional
won't
cluster. Yeah, I
unlock,
can see
sweetheart.
that. Especially in today's
We
day
didn't
age with
we
the
didn't
amount
pay
of
the
screens
monthly
being
bill.
produced and being slapped on
The computer's
everything
glitching,
and anything they can think of. It
and it should
probably
be
does make
unlocked in
sense
a
now
couple
to
of
have
days.
one
You know what I mean?
than to have an
How
instrument
about doing the
cluster, a
shit on
climate control,
purpose? How about
all
if you're
these
hot
other
point
buttons and knobs for your volume and all these other things.
and you got a list of
Probably is
people
more
that
cost
have
2 weeks ago, I got my dream mom car, so I want to talk
bought
about
their
why we went with this,
refrigerator
my favorite features, and why it makes the most
and
sense
got a
for our
2-year
family.
warranty,
We put a lot of
2
thought
years and a
into what
month.
car would be
They
most
send a
comfortable
glitch
for our
out,
family. And after
fucking
Pause it
shut
before
down
we get
your
into it, sorry.
refrigerator.
She put a lot of thought and did a lot of research into this. I bet there won't be a single mention of any of the components that are actually purposeful. I bet she won't mention a single thing about the reliability of this car or how things are meant to work and last. Like how easy the brake pads are to replace, how easy doing an oil
Yeah, he
change
did
is
one on the
the
brake
car, how
pads
reliable and how long this vehicle will stay
for
on the road for. Let's see
Kia.
if I'm wrong.
Looking at a few options, we decided to
And
go
you're
with
going to have the
GMC
Kia
XL.
computer
And everything we were
to
hoping
unlock
for
the
in a
rear
family
brakes to
SUV.
change
Spacious,
pads.
comfortable, and built with so many features that just make sense for parents. One of my favorite features as a mom is the rear seat climate system. The air vents are overhead, which helps keep the kids cool and comfortable in their car seats. And I can control every climate zone right from the driver's seat, which is so convenient.
You know what the problem is with this? Now you have twice the amount of air conditioning stuff. You have coolant routing through the entire
Yeah, I
car.
said that.
You have 2 heater cores.
In one of the
And I've seen
videos, I said,
countless videos
if
how
I was
expensive it is
rich,
to fix when they fail.
I'd hire
And
some
they
really
fail,
good
you know,
GM mechanics. What we're going to do, we're going to pull everything out of this fucking car. Everything. I want everything out of this fucking car that I won't use. Then you're going to put a heater control on the dashboard. You're going to put the down to your feet or up at the windshield, defroster mode. You're going to have a temperature control. You're going to install all this shit. Take all the shit out of this fucking car, including all the wiring that went to it, if it's possible, and throw it in a heap of pile and weigh it and see how much the shit weighs. This is fucking cars. They're worrying about the engine getting fuel mileage, but you're putting all this shit into a car? I don't know. Don't make no sense to me. Every ounce you add to a car is fuel mileage, period.
Fresh squeezed taste from oranges picked at peak ripeness. Tropicana Pure Premium. This is Marvin. He has multiple myeloma. Since diagnosis,
More
he's
drug
had 47
ads.
doctor
I thought JFK was going to get rid of them, but that ain't happening.
Unlock all of the rear controls so their little hands in the back can't make any changes to the settings. Another feature that I love is that I can manage all of the child safety locks directly from the center screen. The Yukon also has a 360-degree camera system, which lets me see every angle around the vehicle. It makes parking in tight spaces so much easier, and also just gives me peace of mind when checking blind spots. For longer drives, there's the rear seat entertainment system. Both screens can be fully monitored and controlled from up front. I can see what they're watching, change it if needed, and even lock the screen so they can't make
Look at
changes.
this stupid thing.
Storage was another big priority.
Imagine
for me when
spilling
looking
your
for a car.
coffee on
Center
that.
console is huge.
It's
I
like a
keep extra wipes, diapers, and even a first aid kit in there with room to spare. It even
Look at
slides
that.
back
Why
to
you got to
clean
get
out
the
another
thing
small
out of the
drawer
way?
with extra storage up front, and allows the
I don't
captain's chairs
understand
easier access to the
myself.
cup holders and controls. The panoramic sunroof is another little luxury. The boys love looking at the clouds and searching for airplanes, and I love the extra light that it lets. The captain's chairs have been a game changer for us. The boys each have their own space, so it never feels crowded, and it makes it so easy to get to the third row without having to climb over anything. And up front, it feels just as roomy. The driver and passenger seat have so much space between them. It never feels cramped. This is also my first time having a power liftgate, and I love it. Whether I'm loading a stroller or groceries, I can easily open it from inside the car or even outside. And I'm no longer juggling everything while trying to lift it manually. I know so many of these features are luxuries, and I'm so grateful for how much easier and more convenient they've made life for the family. This is truly my dream mom car and the perfect fit for us.
I can't stand the whole mom car
Yeah.
thing. All I keep thinking of is everything that is going to go wrong with that car, everything that is going to break.
Oh, it's going to be a nightmare, dude.
And it's going to be so expensive. Every single thing is motorized. More motors, the more problems you're going to have. Really makes me think, how did people live 10, 15, 20 years ago? We're in a comfort crisis.
Yeah, we're in some kind of crisis. Windshield wipers. I'm a little modern. I like my cruise control. I like intermediate wipers. By the way, I watched a video the other day. One of the Chrysler engineers invented intermediate wipers, right? And well, we haven't seen Wood Turner in a long time. Intermediate wipers, right? And they weren't paying him his fee for inventing this shit. You want to watch this about the Bondi Beach, the Pam Bondi Beach exercise they held the other day, the Habanegilas? What is this one? That's 30 minutes. Let me just go check. There was another one in here. The crazy times, man. Where it went. Ah. It was called New Car Insanity. No, wasn't it called Tony? Here's a short one. CarMax trying to buy all the cars up they can.
This is Dabu 7. We're getting word that Porsche has deactivated across Russia and has shut down multiple vehicles, like a plethora of vehicles. Anything from 2013 and on have been hit. And Porsche, if you don't know, followed Germany's footsteps back when Germany broke away and said, "The heck with Russia, we're going to war with them," basically. And they took that stance against them. Now, all of a sudden, just within Russia, we have all these vehicles dealing with this. Porsche tries to come out and say, "Oh, it was an accident. They didn't mean to do it." And no hackers have come out and claimed any responsibility. But what they try to say is that a satellite security feature intended to protect against theft did this. They say that to shut down the vehicles, it makes them unable to start. They say that this was brought on by some kind of glitch in the satellites, to where the satellite did not relay to these vehicles. Therefore, he calls this a loss of satellite connectivity, signaled a potential auto theft, is what they're saying, and therefore immediately deactivated the vehicle.
Good shit. I'm glad you're liking
This
it.
happened right across the border in Ukraine.
All the cars can be shut off.
Part of the world.
All modern day cars. Anything probably after 2017.
That is where Porsche is smoked, because they've shown their hand here. This is just like Israel coming out and blowing up pagers and all that stuff and showing their hand and what they can do with technology. Porsche showing the whole world now that they can shut you down anywhere you're at any point in time, and they can blame something as simple as a satellite glitch or loss of satellite connectivity. We've never heard this before. It's never happened large scale to anyone else. It seems malicious, and it seems targeted toward Russia. There's video clips of guys in Russia that are telling people we can fix your vehicle, we got to bring it in, and they got to disable all the stuff. I'll leave a link where you guys can check out some of these shorts.
And I went
They're
and
going
watched
in
it. It was
to
quite
these Porsches,
fascinating.
and they're disabling the stuff from the front to the back of the vehicle to get it to start, and they're getting them to start.
Yeah, you got to take half the car apart, including the rear seat, front seat. All right. What time is it? Oh, we got another half hour. Well, let's run that because I can't find it. I really wanted to play that for you as another one of these videos. About shit falling apart on new cars. All right. I can't find it. Let's do Goldman Colby. Let's lighten it up a little bit. We like this channel. We like puppy dogs.
You had the whole day thought through. A quick pop into Sephora to grab yourself a little treat.
Cutie.
And then lunch with your mother-in-law. What you didn't think through is what this bag might imply around the holidays.
Oh.
Suddenly, she's sharing beauty hacks and family secrets.
She don't need no beauty hacks, that's for sure.
These are our two rescue puppies, and what they've been through in such a short time honestly surprised us. From the moment we brought them home to the bond they formed with each other, and the way our Doberman Moki stepped in when they needed it most. By the end of this, their lives could look very different, but to understand how we got there, we need to go back to the very beginning. So this is the moment Elsa first met King, and things didn't actually get off to the best start. Oh, he's got a bit scared. Oh.
So please help me.
Elsa, give him some breathing space.
Elsa, you need to stop being a bit of a bear in there, mate. Elsa, oh. Elsa, enough. Elsa, hey. But it didn't take them long until they started showing their first signs of bonding.
Oh my god, this is the cutest thing ever. It's like a marshmallow. Marshmallow playing with a, what's he?
What's he?
Yeah.
A potato.
Yeah, it's like a marshmallow playing with a naked potato.
We put them upstairs to end their first day together, and we quickly realized this one needs some crate training. And in the morning of day 2, we fed them breakfast and got working straight away on some positive association with King's crate.
Right, we've got King's breakfast. Because he struggled being on his own in the crate last night, we're going to feed him in the crate so he basically positively associate the crate with lovely things. Okay, so let's go in there. Let's pop that. And there he is, happy as Larry.
The reason we're crate training King is simple. He's still a puppy, and right now, everything is a chew toy. But most importantly, our goal is to train, socialize, and give both of these pups the best possible start. Because later in the video, they'll each be meeting potential adopters, and if that's going to go well, we've got a lot of work to do before we get there.
Lots of fuss because he ate all his food. He didn't do any crying, did ya? Hopefully we'll be able to build his confidence up so that he feels secure when he sleeps at night.
King and Elsa's friendship is getting on really well, but we actually noticed Elsa wanting to play with our Doberman Moki.
Elsa's trying to play with Moki. Oh, here it is. She keeps biting Moki every time Moki bends down, biting her ears. Look at her. She's biting her.
And then Moki gets too excited and tries to terrorize both the pups.
I will never get a chow.
And you can already see progress.
No interest. Here, Dale.
Yes, good boy. Didn't wait impatiently. He's a good boy.
He and Elsa are playing loads now. He even fell asleep next to our other rescue jockey, which was honestly adorable. And then on the morning of day 3, the supposed scary breed was absolutely terrified of the stairs. Come on, King. Come on. Come on. Come on, King. Come on, King. Come on, King. Oh, there he goes. Come on, King. And then King and Elsa really started to show that they were becoming best friends.
Oh, he's trapped himself inside. Come on, King. Come on. Good boy.
Hello, you two.
Oh gosh, okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's my ears.
On day 4, the pups experienced snow for the first
Snow
time.
in England.
What is it? What is it, darling?
Yeah, we ain't got no snow anymore. Lady walked out and says, "What the fuck happened here?" And we're at 51 degrees.
All right, we're going in a minute.
Supposed to be some big winds coming.
Elsa.
Not like you guys in the Northwest.
And you can really see them starting to integrate with the pack, keeping their distance from the older dogs and respecting their space. That's exactly what we want. They're already learning boundaries, and the more positive socialization they get now, the better prepared they'll be for when they go to their forever homes. The pups then started doing their usual playing, but once again, our larger-than-life Doberman Moki got a bit...
Film in places once considered impossible and create scenes that blend reality with imagination. The stage is yours.
Sony what? Telephones?
bit too excited by it. Yeah, this is a good time to hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Moki, enough. Moki, enough. Oh, good boy. She scared you. Good girl, Elsa. Oh, did you two get scared? It's okay. You scared them. You're a bit intense there, Moki. King then had a quick nap with Jockey.
I think King thinks Jockey's his mum. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
But then Moki actually begins to figure out how to play with the pups. Come on then. Get the toy off Moki. Go on, Elsa. Go on, Elsa. Good girl. There she goes. Go on, Elsa. Oh, she's biting Moki's ears. We just appreciate how good Moki is with her toy. Elsa's trying to play with Moki. Oh, there it is. She keeps biting Moki every time Moki bends down, biting her ears. Look at her. She's biting her. Oh, look at Elsa. Look at her. Oh. Oh my god, look at her. She's not scared. She's biting Moki now. Moki's really stepped up with these pups, and we couldn't be prouder of her. But tomorrow is the big one. We're taking the puppies into town for their next step in their socialization. So we have got King in the car, and then you can see he's shaking a little bit, bless him. I think he's scared. Elsa's just happy as Larry. But even doing something like this is going to be really good for them, because they need to get used to car journey to ensure it looks like she's going to be okay. But little King here, big scary King, is currently shaking up. I'm feared, listen. We have got their little stroller thing ready. Let's get Elsa here.
You big fluffy potato. Get your head in there. Good girl. Got him. Sorry. King. Go on then, King, mate. King looks very scared. Oh, let's go and socialise some puppies. And Ella can be in her mum era. Hello, Elsa.
Now the dogs are ready. Let's see how much attention these two adorable pups get.
Hello, dogs. Oh, I don't think Elsa. Oh, she's picking up the hole. Don't jump out. Alright, so Elsa can't have the carrier open, but this will do.
Chow chow. Is it chow chow?
Chow chow.
A bully.
Oh, that's a chow. I'm thinking of a different dog then.
This is King. They're rescues, and this is Elsa. Oh, the tail.
This lovely lady got so excited by the pups, she just had to pick them up.
He's got like a double jacket on because he's got no arms.
See, people are good. So much love.
And she also couldn't leave Elsa out.
She's a princess.
Oh, she is.
She's a lovely
Good boy, King.
Is she lovely? Do you like her?
These 10 weeks.
Tina, Elsa, and King. La 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 la.
Back.
Bless him.
This is amazing socialization for the pups. Both of them really need plenty of it, and we weren't stopping there because next we're taking them into a shop for the first time.
Wait, oh gosh. I'm not very good at it. Sorry. I'm not very good at aiming. Oh, he's not happy about that.
What King is? Well done, Elsa.
Good boy. He's wagging his tail.
She's taking it all in, isn't she?
She's tired. Her eyes are literally like really closed.
King smells like suntan lotion.
Oh, from the lady.
I think so, yeah. This will be really good socialization for them.
Yeah.
Just all the sounds, music, everything going on around them.
Especially because he's quite shy.
Yeah.
The pups are absolutely exhausted after meeting so many new people, but we have one final stop left, the pet store.
She's looking.
Can't eat the rabbit. Things like I am.
So, we're going to get her some puppy bites, some dentist sticks, and some chicken paste for Elsa for when she might be going to her forever home tomorrow.
That's right, Elsa may be going to her forever home tomorrow, but before that, we're going to give her a much needed bath.
So we've got a mat down for her. Good girl. Oh my god, she is a literal fluff. Oh my god. Good girl. She was hilarious.
Shampoo time. Do you have a little smell?
Actually smelled really nice. Oh god, her coat is so dirty. She's gonna come out
Completely different colour after this. Well done, Elsa. She looks tiny. Elsa is looking nice and shampooed. Her coat feels so weird because she's got so much fur. She's really good, isn't she?
She looks like she's asleep, to be honest.
Does she?
Her eyes are shut.
So after washing her for about 10 minutes and her looking like a completely different dog, we did finally complete the mission.
Oh. She shakes and just nothing happens.
We had to give her a really good brush to make sure her fur doesn't match. So we've been dry and brushing, and look at the difference. That is insane. Oh, you got your fluffy face back. Still look a bit strange. But you get it there. She loves being. Loves being groomed. We've got a hairdryer to try and reach ultimate fluffiness. Again, she doesn't really seem to care, to be honest. She seems happy.
Oh, look at that.
What is it?
Brings it to gang, you get a tail.
Now Elsa's groom is complete. There's only one thing left to do, and that's for her to meet her potential new mum.
Come on, dogs.
They just bonded.
Yeah, they bonded really well. Look at Elsa. Look at her. She's like, hi, mum.
This is Sophia, and she fell in love with Elsa instantly, and can you blame her?
Oh, that's so
A huge shock here. She decided to adopt Elsa, so we said our goodbyes from us and of course her best friend King, and just like that she's off to live out the rest of her life. She's actually had Elsa for a few weeks now, and at the end of the video we're going to show you guys an update of her. You honestly won't believe how different she looks. But that now leaves us with one pup, our King, who now gets terrorized by Moki.
Nicely, Moki. Nicely. Moki's really doing her auntie duties and helping us tie King out. King's also doing us a favour and helping us tie Moki up. It's the best once Moki's comfortable with puppies. She doesn't like them at first, but eventually she's always like this. And it's just great because it ties them both out. I'm so sorry for this madness, Chucky. Listen to him. He's locking his jaw. You can see Moki pulling it, and he's not letting go.
Over the next few days, King really bonded with all the dogs. He would spend time with Jockey. Moki kind of took on the motherly role. He's just the sweetest boy. Oh yeah, and then there's Kobe. He's not a big fan of puppies. On day 11, King finally has his meet and greet with an entire family. Look at all the love he's giving them. It's like he knew they were there for him. What a crazy journey it's been. Both dogs were UK surrenders, and it was up to us to make sure they went to the perfect home. They decided to adopt King, and he will now go on to live in his forever home. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so we can continue rescuing dogs, and here's that clip of Elsa I promised you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that.
Equal parts holiday cheer and psychological warfare. The moral: the true players bring enough stripes to go around. Give something beautiful, Sephora.
What's this? Oh, we already watched that. Watch that one. Let's go here. Maybe get one short one. Piers Morgan, fuck him. Although Jimmy Dore pretty good at exposing the bullshit. Yeah. 32 horsepower out of a 50cc motor. That's incredible. We'll run this one out. We haven't seen him in a while. He's going back to Bonneville instead of Land Speed Racing record.
things have been really working out and going great here recently. The engine producing 32 horsepower from 50cc
That's
on
crazy.
methanol and nitromethane, and 26 from
That's
just
a
the
weed
initial
whack-a-mota.
first little tests on pump gas, which is great. But I didn't feel I think I've become incentivized, I think that's what it's called, numb to happiness in a way, and that's not right. And it's the 3 past years and working with dealing with relationships and just emotions and all that has taken a toll on me, and I so easily end up in a negative feedback loop where say I take a break from the garage for a few days, and then I start feeling bad about taking a break from the garage, and then I kind of need a more break, a longer break from the garage, and then I feel even worse, and then I start procrastinating everything else, and I start feeling even worse because I'm procrastinating and not doing stuff I should do. And then I start worrying about the economy because this is my job and I'm not working. And that makes me need a break even worse. And then just that spiral. But now it's really, this time it's
So you only check it twice? Nissan tests every model thousands of times. We've been testing for severe Arctic weather. No wonder Nissan is JD Power's #1 in new vehicle quality. Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event.
trying to, do things differently and find a better way to deal with things, to not end up in that spiral. So in the middle of the spiral, I just need to step up a little bit and tune down accommodate other people's needs at my own expense, because I'm good at doing that to keep the peace. I can't minimize conflict at my own expense anymore. And it's not really conflict in that way, it's just, I'm just rambling. Enough of this, let's talk about what we're gonna do going forward. And Merry Christmas. The engine is working great and holding up. So tuning is what's going to happen going forward. The 26 horsepower run on pump gas was with a 17mm Stinger. So our first tuning session will be with different Stinger sizes to see how it reacts to that. I think the 16mm one will be better. Could maybe even go smaller. 17 is, in theory, 17 is too large. So that's our first tuning session. Then we're going to add back the chain tensioner. We're going to go both sides now, as has been suggested by so many people. And this is meant for my Landspeed bike. Go and watch the Landspeed video from this year. So this is just a dyno problem, but we're going to add some shielding here, because the sparks you see flying, that's from this chain hitting this bolt. We're going to add a plastic gliding surface here to make the chain happier. After Stinger testing, there's jetting. There's a 130 main jet in there now. I just guesstimated the size, and it seemed to work fairly well. But there's probably more power to be had by going up or down. We'll see, probably down a little bit. And then timing adjustments, and then probably back and forth between Stinger, timing, and jetting to find a sweet spot. I want to thank Bill Stein at YourDyno.com. YourDyno, that's my dyno software and hardware. He sent me this, plus a bunch of accessories and control electronics for it. This is a super fancy control valve for a water dino. So the water dino is happening. It's happening. It's not me making it, and that's why it's taking a little while.
Is
It
he
doesn't
showing
matter
you the
because I
damn
have
thing
the
running or
perfectly
just babbling?
geared dino already. But the water dino is happening. It should be an improvement over what I'm running now. As I mentioned in the previous video, I have been using some computer security research as a distraction from the struggle lately. Well, that and also a little bit of Turtle WoW. Last year we did some normal WoW. This year,
Okay.
Turtle.
Okay.
It's made me even more aware of how complicated and convoluted the whole internet and all the everything connected to the internet has become, and how easy
I
it
thought
is
he was
to
going to run the thing.
find flaws and
Fucking
exploit them.
crazy.
Not even
20,000
more eager to
RPMs.
my all-time
I think he
favorite
may
sponsor
get
of
the
this
record.
channel, NordVPN.
I don't know what the
As you
record
all know,
is.
NordVPN creates an encrypted tunnel
In
for
my
data
mind, my memory was 129 mile an hour and 50 cc with a grown man. That's insanity. I love at Bonneville, the cars pushing 500 mile an hour. But boy, I love them small bikes. They're incredible, 50, 70 cc with a grown man on them. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I really don't have anything else. Tomorrow we'll do the wood turning. We'll see what I get for I'm gonna watch this Ozzy, man. If it's in reasonable shit, we'll watch that. I'll watch it. I'll look it over tonight. I call it the Pam Bondi exercise. And that's certainly what it was. Somebody was told to stand down. Certainly the Popo were right there. They drive by. It's on camera. Popo's right there. They're 50 feet, 50 yards away. Guns blazing, and the Popo didn't get out. And I think this was a special unit that had guns. So, cowardness or somebody standing down. This Sheldon Adelson, I'm going to play this. We're going to go a little overtime. This was absolutely disgusting. You can support whoever you want in life, but this was fucking disgusting to think our country is being ran by the Adelsons.
Her husband Sheldon was an amazing guy, and he'd come up to the office, and there was nobody more aggressive than Sheldon. I think I spent more time with him and you, because you usually came up together, but he'd call and say, can I come over, please? I say, Sheldon, I'm president of the United States. It doesn't work that way anymore. It's like maybe tomorrow. How about tomorrow? No, please, just for a little while. And I would, he'd always say 10 minutes. It turned out to be about an hour and a half. Right?
So the president of the United States says no. He says, I'm coming. And he comes. So who is really running the country? Sheldon Adelson and now Miriam Adelson.
I'll call Trump up tomorrow and tell him I'm coming. See what he says.
DD Geopolitics says this clip from tonight's White House Hanukkah dinner
This
is
is
wild
fucking disgusting.
and deeply revealing. So you want to see it? This is
You can talk what you want about our country, what needs to change.
Miriam Adelson, you want to come up?
Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and all the bullshit. This is your fucking true
Miriam
bullshit.
gave my campaign, indirectly and directly, $250 million. She was number one.
wow. Whoa. Nothing says ring in the Hanukkah like $250 million. Am I right?
Yeah. I like he's telling us who his master is.
Yep. Nothing questionable about that. I mean, it's not like Santa wants to occupy the White House, draining all our resources to support the North Pole.
Don't mention Santa. It's anti-Semitic.
When somebody can give you $250 million, I think that we should give her the opportunity to say hello. And Miriam, make it quick,
Because 250 million is not what it used to be.
That's a real slap in the face. Ugh.
Incredible woman with a great husband, a man that loved Israel.
Not America.
Israel, not America.
Not the United States.
Mr. President.
First of all, is it just me or she looked like Zsa Zsa Gabor was a regular on Friends? That's what she looks like. If Zsa Zsa
I
Gabor.
was gonna say she looks like one of the assassins from Matrix 2.
Ha!
She looks like. Well, can I tell you what she looks like to me? She looks like the first female president of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said.
That's true. She is.
Well, Mr. President, when you were in the Israeli parliament and you gave a speech and you saw me from far away, at that time I came with a scooter to the parliament just to hear you. I wanted to hear you alive. And then you said, Miriam Adelson, and I stood for a second, but it was so painful, so I said. Then you screamed, Miriam, stand up! And I wish you would have known, but I stood up and heard all your compliment, and thank you very much.
I saw you back there standing.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Bravely.
And now I met Alan Dershowitz, and he said that you
Alan
think about it
Dershowitz.
4 more years. And I said, Alan, I agree with you. So we can do it. Think about it.
Alan's here someplace. Where's Alan?
Alan is here. Oh, he had a flight. Alan is here.
Yeah. She said, think about it. I'll give you another 250.
Just like
But
that.
her husband, Sheldon, was an amazing guy. And he'd come up to the office, and there was nobody more aggressive than Sheldon. I think I spent more time with him and you, because you usually came up together, but he'd call and say, can I come over, please? I say, Sheldon, I'm president of the United States. It doesn't work that way
We
anymore.
already seen it
Like,
once from
maybe
this
tomorrow.
filthy
How about
pig.
tomorrow? No, please.
Let's
Just for
move on, Jimmy.
And I would, he'd always say, Ted, thank you, darling. Be careful.
Wow, be careful. Well, I'm sure she said the same thing to him many times. Be careful, Donald.
Sounds like, yeah.
He loved her so much he couldn't see straight. I think that sentence might work better the other way around.
These are underhanded. These sound like left-handed compliments, kind of like, don't they?
So the people that are still supporting Trump in that room don't realize that Trump is doing a parody of a captured president. He's playing it larger than Jim Carrey would, and he doesn't even have a director. So what he's doing, Kurt, is what you said. He's spilling the beans right in front of the very people who are dishing out the beans.
Revelation of the method, it's called.
And then they start chanting 4 more years. Why don't you just drop the whole voting thing altogether and just let Palantir pick our president of Zio America? Because that's what we're living in. Zio America. So he's just letting you know, $250 billion. I'm going to get it all. These are the people. And all they care about is Israel. And I love them. And there they go. And that's that. He's letting you
Of course
know.
they can muscle the president of the United States.
He's just telling you, I was muscled by these people. They get whatever they want. They give it. I'm up for sale. He's saying it right in your face. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care that most of the people who elected him despise Israel and don't want our government run by a bunch of blackmailed pedos. He doesn't care.
Why wouldn't you want that? Are you anti-Semitic? You don't want blackmailed, hardcore Luciferian pedophiles to run your life and tell you to your face, because they have to in their evil religion. That's what you have to do in that religion. Do you know that? You
Yeah.
gotta say that, because that way
That's a true fact. They got to tell the truth.
Here we got more on Trump and Miriam Adelson after a quick word from our sponsor. Come right.
I thought this was like, why can't we ever get a break? Try doing it differently. Try doing it a little differently. No more war.
Citizen, that all he really fought for, he just wanted to take care of Israel.
Was he Dan Bongino?
That alone should stop people cold. Western audiences should not normalize this.
It's normal. We're not normalizing it. It's how
it's been since they murdered Kennedy. Jackasses.
So, Aiken says, Adelson, I met Alan Dershowitz. He said 4 more years. We can do it. Think about it. Crowd chants 4 more years. Trump. She said, think about it. I'll give you another 250 million. Hey, I intend on doing my show for the next 4 years. Where's my vote to it? Anyway.
No voters are involved in this. Do you notice
That's
that?
right. No voters are involved in this.
Who's the West German? I'm forgetting his dumb name, but his dream was this.
So
the guy.
Let's remember what Trump used to say before he was president about the Adelson money. He said that Sheldon Adelson is looking to give big dollars to Marco Rubio because he feels he can mold him into his perfect little puppet. I agree. He said that in October of 2015 when he was running for president the first time, and now he became the puppet that they molded. That's that. So Glenn Greenwald,
right?
Glenn Greenwald, what's that?
Remember Dick Gregory, right? The comic?
The comic, yeah.
So he used to say a crazy thing, but I'm going to ask you if you think it might be real. He said there's 2 Trumps.
Did he?
Now, I'm not inclined not to believe that, but then how else would I explain this?
There's 2
Because this is
Bidens.
insane.
So Joseph Brooks says, Miriam Adelson is an American citizen and such she can donate whatever she wants to whoever she wants. Why aren't you all? So this is what he's saying this back to Glenn Greenwald tweeted this out about Trump saying that Sheldon Adelson uses money to turn politicians in America into his puppet. That's what Trump said.
Uh-huh.
And Glenn Greenwald just tweeted out what Trump said. So this guy comes at Greenwald and says she's an American citizen and she can donate to whoever she wants. Why aren't you at all disturbed by Quipec? Or did I spell that wrong? He's talking about Qatar.
Stop trying to make Qatar a thing, you fucking
I
idiot.
meant to say Qatar. Not a problem for you and Tucker Carlson. Qatar is not a foreign nation, so they're trying. They're trying to shift the conversation. They're trying to don't look over here, look over there. That's what that is. Don't look over here, look over there. That's what that is. Glenn responds and said, it was Trump in that tweet who said that the Adelsons were giving Rubio millions to turn them into his puppet, not Glenn Greenwald. Miriam was Israeli her whole life, still is, and only recently became American. Trump said she and Sheldon only advocated for Israel.
Is he okay? Look, I don't want to have hope about anything.
So these
but it
people
seems like
like
Pretty
this
incredible shit here.
Of course, but Trump, for him to say those things out loud. Remember, they wanted him out because they said we're stealing the oil. Remember how that was bad?
Yes.
This is like way beyond that, dude. Like,
It's incredible to
I mean, it's
think
so crazy for him to say that. He's either
that people
a
can
different guy,
buy this
or
country.
they brainwash him, or he hates her. Because how's that?
I
help for
think
him to
they
say
should
that?
have been dragged out myself,
And as soon as the money turned
dragged
his
into
way,
court,
he became friendly to this.
find treason, hang the motherfucker.
That's what I think.
And until that happens in our judicial system, this ain't never going to change.
Here's more Trump talking about this.
Just as I promised, I recognized Israel's eternal capital and opened the American embassy in Jerusalem. Jerusalem became the capital.
This is what free Palestine means to Hamas.
Bragging to his mother? Really?
They want to kill all
You think so?
Hamas must go. Choose freedom, not terror.
Alexa, could you look me a reservation for somewhere fun in Queen Anne?
Did you notice the anti-Palestinian commercial we had to sit through?
Sovereignty over the Golan Heights.
No, Golan Heights wasn't supposed to be.
Would come into the White House probably almost.
Imagine if he said, just imagine if he was saying things that he did for America. Wouldn't that be something? There we go.
Do you see him waving flags? It's the Israeli-American Council. You see any American flags being waved?
No.
I didn't.
No.
Outside of people that work there. And they were always after it. As soon as I give them something, always for Israel. As soon as I give them something, they'd want something else. I said, give me a couple of weeks, will you please? But I gave them the Golan Heights, and they never even asked for it. You know, for 72 years, they've been trying to do the Golan Heights, right? And even Sheldon didn't have the nerve. But I said, you know what? I said to David Friedman, give me a quick lesson, like 5 minutes or less on the Golan Heights. And he did. And I said, let's do it. We got it done in about 15 minutes, right?
Just imagine if he was saying he was doing things about opening new benefits for American cities. It's just...
Well, he'd be killed for that.
Yeah.
It's so negative what he's saying that now I'm questioning, like, is he actually against Israel? Because that's so bad, every single thing he just
Yeah,
said.
he's telling the world
And he's just
the way
letting you
this
know that
fucking
donors are the
Israeli
one running our
bullshit's
foreign
going.
policy. And running him. They run him. Here's what Aaron Mate says. He says the amount of media airtime wasted on Blue Anon fantasies about Putin and Russia oligarchs controlling Trump, while ignoring the pro-Israel oligarchs like Adelson who actually controlled Trump, it's probably worth another $250 million for Trump.
Oh, the buzzsaw figured it out. Yep. Aaron's right. Yep.
All right, we're going to get going. I posted this, by the way. So go watch some of the shit I post. It was really savage, I think. I think the savage part was being told, I'm going to stay out of wars, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and you do everything the opposite. We'll see you in the morning. Hope you had a great day. Be good to yourself, be good to others, and we'll catch you in the morning. Have a great... Oh, we might go live tonight. We'll see how I feel. I'm going to rest up. We'll see how I feel. We might go live tonight, so keep an eye out for it. We'll see you later, alligators. Have a great day. Leslie, I hope things go well for you there. We'll see you.